Yeah, she probably had to send her to something. I know. It's all like.
Hey, Kim! Hey, Kim!
I'm not gonna grill anybody. Now, if you want to come on here and me grill you, I can. I don't think you can do that.
What am I at?
There's not much bad to talk about.
I'm gonna put a petition in for all these new shoes. On this court,
I'm sliding too much.
I know, on this court you be sliding way too much.
We already had a talk earlier.
You already had a talk?
I pissed for Logan County. I didn't think we would grab the ball.
No, man.
I was getting triple team.
I don't.
So are y'all starting?
Was Casper out there on defense?
There's still 3 people.
Huh?
There's still 3 people.
God.
So wait, are y'all starting at?
We're starting after homecoming.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So Homewood's going to go first.
And then y'all can do a full 20-minute warm-up.
That makes sense.
I know, but that's a long time.
Yeah.
So like, girls shouldn't be here all night.
Yeah.
God.
For real. Game's like, we're not gonna get out of here till about 9:30.
Oh, probably 10:30.
Run and clock.
Well, the girls gonna run the clock.
Why don't you run and clock?
I mean, we gonna try to.
No, you're not. You won't until the second half.
Well, I gotta get my guys going first. I gotta get my guys going first.
Hey, do both. Do both.
My guys going.
Get you going first.
Bro,
Hey, here.
hey, no.
Let's talk about
him and Allen
really helps as a playmaker to get the defense.
Looking for a place to connect, grow, and worship? Discover Franklin First United Methodist Church in downtown Franklin. Join us every Sunday for 2 uplifting services. Experience our traditional service at 9 a.m., where hymns and heartfelt messages bring our community together. Or come to our contemporary worship service at 11 a.m., where you'll find a lively atmosphere filled with modern music and inspiration. No matter where you are on your faith journey, there's a place for you here. Join us this Sunday at Franklin First United Methodist Church. We can't wait to welcome you home.
What makes us special is that we look for the story when it comes to our customers.
Just listening to them, talking to them, figuring out a little bit about their background. A larger bank is not going to ask you those questions to figure out the end goal for you.
We stuck with Franklin Bank and Trust for over 10 years, easily because of the service.
I like to think of us more than just checking accounts and loans and things, but dreams and goals and aspirations is what we're trying to help people reach.
Franklin Bank and Trust, hometown banking at its best.
I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot. Coming in hot. Shoot that. Hey, why not? Yeah, coming in hot. Just like the fajita. I write what I live. My life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Who do they have from last year?
Todd, they lost the big guy. Their guard that we thought was so good transferred. I don't know where he went, because I thought they'd be good because he was back, and he transferred. I do it.
So you'll probably start after the homecoming stuff's over.
Oh, it's gonna be a while. Yeah. I mean, we'll wait until they put the block up there, which I like because I can sit here and get all my books done.
I haven't had a chance to look up everything yet and kind of watch the game.
There is not much to watch about them. They're all. Now they can shoot.
That's the problem.
Their coach.
Hey, Mr. Smith, what was that call about last Friday night?
Well, Doc, I thought he crossed the line.
I'm pretty sure everyone in the stands thought you were the one that crossed the line with that call.
I guess I get that all the time, Doc.
Well, I'm glad you finally came in here to get your eyes checked at Wilkins Eyecare.
Like I said, I hear that all the time.
Go Cats!
Wilkins Eyecare, 705 North Main Street, Franklin, Kentucky.
Franklin Simpson basketball homecoming. I would like to thank everyone for coming out tonight to support the Wildcats as they take on the Todd County Rebels. And now to introduce our 2025 homecoming candidate. Our first freshman candidate is Aubrey Cook. Aubrey is the daughter of Shania Rose and Michael Cook. At FSHS, Aubrey is an FSHS cheerleader. In the future, Aubrey wants to be a cosmetologist and open her own salon. Tonight, Aubrey is supported by John Parker. John Parker is the son of Max and Amy King. At FSHS, John Parker plays football, is on the student council, is a member of FBLA and FCA. In the community, John Parker is a member of Franklin Chapel. In the future, John Parker plans to play football in college and major in construction management. Aubrey Cook and John Parker Cheney.
John Parker looks like he hates it. What? Yeah.
Our next freshman candidate is Lily King. Lily is the daughter of Michael King and Jessica King. At FSHS, Lily is a member of POSA, Beta, Student Council, and is on the cheerleading team. In the future, Lily plans to attend school to become a vet tech. Tonight, Lily is escorted by Adam Lamarin. Adam is the son of Krista and Chris Jackson and Scott and Charlene Lamarin. At FSHS, Adam is on the baseball and football team. In the future, Adam plans to attend college to study sports science. Lily Keene and Adam Lamarin. Colton plays baseball and is a member of the student council. In the community, Colton is supportive of Baptist. In the future, Colton plans to attend college and play baseball. Majayla Butler and Colton Turner. Our next sophomore candidate is Kaden Partisan. Kaden is the daughter of Corby Spears and Jen Hardison. In the community, Kaden volunteers with her church with a foundation that builds beds for kids in the community. In the future, Kaden plans to work in real estate or to become an ultrasound technician. Tonight, Kaden is escorted by Ethan Kelly. Ethan is the son of Beth and Paul Kelly. At FSHS, Ethan plays basketball and baseball and is a member of the student council. In the future, Ethan plans to attend college or a trade school. Kaden Partisan and Ethan Kelly. Our first junior candidate is Ansley Bonner. Ansley is the daughter of Amy Bonner and Raji Bonner. At FSHS, Ansley is on the volleyball team and is a member of FFA. In the community, Ansley attends Calvary Baptist Church and plays on a travel volleyball team. In the future, Ansley plans to attend a university to become a social worker. Tonight, Ansley is escorted by Silas Hawkins. Silas is the son of Beth Stanfield and Jeff Hawkins. At FSHS, Silas is on the soccer and tennis team and is a member of HOSA and student council. In the future, Silas plans to attend WKU to become a anesthetist. Ansley Bonner and Silas Hawkins. Grant is involved in the co-op program where he earns work-based experience. In the future, Grant plans to attend a trade school to become an electrician. Vanessa Ray and Grant Cole. Tonight, crowning our 2025 basketball homecoming king is TJ Jones, and crowning our homecoming queen is Caitlin McAllister. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating this year's basketball homecoming king from the junior class, Ja'Kai Partington. And this year's basketball homecoming queen from the senior class, Jasmine Savage. Thank you everyone for coming out and have a great night.
I do have more medals.
Oh, you finally got some medals.
I finally got some medals.
Are you going to give the medals to those that sponsor out?
No. They can get them as makeup medals along
They're
the
not
way.
going to get free snow cones.
In January. Well, I guess we're almost to February.
No, man.
You will start for sure. You will start. I don't know about this. There's going to be another starter soon.
Let me ask how you pronounce the guy's name.
I don't know.
They said the good.
Appreciate you turning on Justin. We like her a lot.
Shut.
We need all
Shut the door.
Keep out the devil. We go to the auditorium. We need all former FS Lady Cat coaches, managers, and players to come to the lobby. We go to the auditorium.
Everyone, clear the floor, please. Clear the floor, please.
Two is
Everyone, clear the floor.
having to pay for Anna. Did you have to pay for Cassie's ticket when she came here? No. Okay. Anna decided to finally come to a game. So. Where is L taking?
Dufresne, you still good for halftime in the girls' game?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
They still aren't off.
saying. We have a mic for you to interview during the
And here's the thing, they'll see her with the sling on and they'll be really nice.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's a good way to calm a coach down. So your job is to interview the other team's coach.
All right. The last time we were here, I couldn't hear anything through my headset, so we've done better than that.
Hey, that's true. We got the buttons working.
Everything is, in theory, working, at least a little bit. All right, let me get a... All right. I was pretty spot on about saying we'd go on at 6:15.
That was pretty spot on.
I'm pretty proud of it.
Oh, yeah, there you go, 2 minutes.
Now, this is acting like...
This should be your nephew's best game of the year. It should be your nephew's best game of the year.
Hey, Kendrick, can you hear me? I can. I was a little worried. I just, for some reason, it was the last time it happened, we were here. And so I just thought there might have been some bad juju, especially because the girls' game, which is going to be second, a certain Dufresne is supposed to come on here. So I think something that just is bound to get cursed at some point. Either that or he's just going to forget, which I've told him about 6 times he's going to forget. We'll see how it goes. Well, I finally got his number because I had to play Ring Around the Rosie with him to get my shirts. I tracked him down, though.
And maybe he'll bring us some plates.
Yeah, maybe he'll bring us... Okay, here's one thing we got to talk about with him, Kendra. You know, having the food for homecoming is great. It not being ready until after the first game is done is not great. And I don't know who's responsible. I'm not pinning it on him. But I just think we should work on that, just for the broadcasters. It's well before the game. It absolutely did, but I'm just upset about it. All right, we're good to go whenever you throw us on. All right, perfect.
Is it jelly roll this time? Oh,
No.
man. One of these days, I'm going to call it. It's going to be jelly roll.
Are you ready for that Brandon Lake jelly roll?
Yes, I am.
I don't think I've ever been more excited.
Hey, maybe he'll be a entrant in the Royal Rumble tomorrow. I would pay to watch that.
He'd be hard to throw out.
That's true.
Here, pull your mic up a little bit. Oh, there you go.
How's that?
That's much better.
Oh.
I'm very shocked that this dude is, and they had this. I copied their order. I'm surprised he was down here. I need to highlight him so I don't forget where he's at, because that makes no sense to me. They say nobody does homecoming like Franklin Simpson. And now most of the time that's thrown out when it comes to football. But as we're able to look around here inside the Franklin Simpson gym, it's starting to pack out and it's going to continue to fill up, as it's not just any homecoming celebration here at Franklin Simpson High School. It's a celebration of 50 years of Lady Cat basketball here at FSHS. That celebration has been going on all week long, as have the homecoming festivities. They'll go into the night, deep into the night for those Lady Cats, because we're flip-flopping the order as it usually is for homecoming. And tonight for this District 13 doubleheader against Todd County Central, it'll be the Wildcats up first, taking on the Rebels, looking to get back on track in district play. Both teams have had a week off since the Lady Cats picked up a win on the road against Logan County, and the Wildcats suffered a debilitating 30-point loss against a Cougars team that all of a sudden has separated themselves as the class of the 13th district. I'm Tyler Reeton, joined by Tavius Babb. TB, it's always fun to be here for homecoming. Just right before we went on the air, Coach Spencer noticed Lex Lindsay over there, former coach of the Lady Cats. They embraced Coach Cheney of the football team, was in that circle as well. Coach Will Hyde now was just talking to Lex Lindsay. It's like every coach is together right now. It's a massive celebration for the Lady Cats in particular tonight. But we can't let the attention drift too far off the Wildcats, because this is a massive game as it pertains to looking at the District 13 standings. The Wildcats now 1-1. Todd County Central 0-2. They're 1-20 overall on the season. They played Russellville close, though, in one of their two district losses, and the Wildcats have to pick up as many wins as they can to avoid falling to that bottom seed in the district, because I don't think anybody right now wants to face Logan County in the opening round of the district tournament.
Yeah, you have to set yourself up for the best possible chance when it comes to the district tournament. We're not going to say that they cannot beat Logan County, especially knowing that in that tournament, Franklin will be playing on their home court.
Yep.
But if you're Franklin Simpson, you really want to start racking up some wins and getting some momentum. That's the word we talk about all year, right? Momentum going into that tournament, so you don't falling out flat like you did last year in the district opener, or excuse me, the first round of the district tournament last year.
Wildcats came out of that game against Logan County, set a season high in three-point shooting. They went 9 for 22 from outside, but it was the defense that let them down, allowing their second most points of the season in an 83-53 loss. Meanwhile, Todd County Central just became the third 13th district team to lose to the homeschooled Bluegrass Blazers on Monday. They fell 76-59. Those Blazers would be 3-0 in district play, standing at the top of the district at this point. Todd County also fell 80-62 at Russellville last Friday. It's homecoming theme, balling with the Stars this year. The Wildcats didn't get much from their star players when we look at the offensive side of the floor. Ja'Kai Pardinger, 13, but it was a quiet 13 points in that game against Logan County. Went just 5 for 16 from the floor, and just 4 points from Cameron Ray, who was 0 for 4 from deep, 1 for 6 overall from the field. We were talking with him before the game about the balance in his head between scoring and playmaking, and I laid it out to Cam at the end. I said, Cam, look, we've won 3 games when you've played. You've been in double digits in all of them. You average 14 points per game when you play and we win. When you play and we lose, you only average 8.5 per game. He's going to have to find a way to turn up the scoring while balancing keeping his teammates involved, like he did well against Logan County.
Yeah, he has to become a dual threat on the offensive end. You're going to garner a lot of attention because of the quality player you are. And so if you're Cameron, you're going to have to look for your shots early in this game. You cannot allow this Todd Central team to – you don't want them really to play around with the lead is all. They haven't looked particularly well this season. But if you're Franklin Simpson, you know that things can get out of hand and snowball real quick. And so, like you said, if you're Cameron, you're going to come out hot. I'm not saying you have to jack up 20 shots in the first half, but you want to do something respectable, put up 6 or 7 shots. And specifically for this team, you need to shoot it efficiently.
Yep.
Last game, 40%, which doesn't sound bad, but in that first half or that first quarter, they were shooting 3 for 11 in the first quarter, and they just couldn't seem to really break through that zone.
Coach Spencer said after the game, he said, well, we racked up some good shooting numbers, and the season high for three-pointers looks nice, but so much of that came after this game was pretty much over. And the Wildcats, they were just under, if you round it up, you get there to 40, but they've been above that mark or hit it in all of their wins this year. And the three-point shooting at the end saved it. They shot better from three-point than they did inside the arc. 41% from outside, 38% inside. Big issue, 6 for 15 at the free throw line as a team. Logan County went 18 for 21. Their star Samson Hightower went 12 for 13 at the line on his way to a career-high 31, which he actually then broke on Monday with 35 against Edmonson County. The Wildcats on the season, for all we can talk about the shooting and the offense from that game, they're now just 1-6 when they give up at least 60 points. They've done so in 3 of the last 4 games. So, TB, it was a great night. Allen Johnson sets a career high with 13 points. He makes 4 three-pointers. Brody McAllister sets a career high in double figures for the first time with 11 points. He's playing great as of late, averaging 7.2 per game over the last 5 games, has scored at least 7 in 4 of those 5. I can throw out so many offensive numbers that are starting to develop for this team. Everything is going to come down to whether or not they defend in this game tonight.
Yeah, I would be very interested to see if this Todd County team brings out a zone kind of like how Logan County did, because that's what stumped this Franklin Simpson team. So if you're Franklin Simpson, I think you have taken this week to really prep for these district games, and what you don't want to do is fall to this team and go 1-2 in the district.
Just to put a bow on that, the Wildcats now have scored over 50 points in 3 of their last 5 games. They only did that twice in their first 11 games, but they're giving up 65 points per game over the last 5 for the season, 62 per game. That number has been ballooning defensively. Franklin Simpson over the last 5 seasons, 62-26 when they score at least 50. They're just 4-5 this year. Again, that has less to do with the offense, more to do with the defense. They've scored exactly 54 times. They're 1-3 in those games. When they haven't broken 50 at all, they're 0-7. So obviously you got to hit a target number, but you've got to defend well enough. That it hasn't been the case this year, TB, to where if they hit 50, it secures a win like it has been in past years, because of the fact that so many more points are given up. Tonight against a Todd County Central team, frankly, they struggle offensively, but they can be potent from three-point range. You're going to have to make sure you chase them off the three-point line, if nothing else, in this game.
Yeah, you cannot allow this team to tee off, especially on your home court. Again, I think that's the big thing when you're going against any of these teams, right? The revolution of the evolution, of the three-point shot has really transformed, especially high school basketball. And we've seen where leads can balloon from 2 to 15 in a matter of a couple minutes because of a couple timely threes. So if you're Franklin, you really want to guard that three. And again, like you said, this team doesn't shoot the ball particularly well, and you don't want them to start that trend tonight on your home court.
We'll take our first break. When we come back, we take a closer look at this Todd County Central team as the Wildcats look to pick up win number 2 in district play in the opening half of this inverted doubleheader. Wildcats up first, Lady Cats to follow here on 92.3 WFKN. All right, we're going to do a minute and a half.
I thought you were going to say like Pat McAfee, the stars are out tonight.
Back with you at Frank Cardwell Court. It's homecoming at Franklin Simpson High School. Wildcats up first as they take on Todd County Central in the opening half of this doubleheader. Tyler Eaton joined by Tavius Babb. Todd County Central 1-20 on the season, 0-2 in 13th district play. Lost their best player from last season, Jamison Glass, absolute star, standing over 6'6", averaged over 20 points, and a double-double with rebounds as well. And TB, we still thought coming into the season, not knowing what the roster was going to look like, they'd still be a good team because of how good freshman guard Keyshawn Moore was. He transferred away, so a team that won 13 games a year ago has only won 1 this year under first-year head coach Walter McCombs, who comes in from Bowling Green, and he's brought over a lot of similar stylistic things that you see the Purples do. A lot of that comes from the three-point shooting that we mentioned in the last segment. They let it rip from out there. 33% as a team. That's a respectable number with 21 attempts per game, making 7 of them. 46% of their total shots are three-pointers, and they've taken at least 27 in each of the last 2 games. They made a season-high 12 against Russellville despite falling to the Panthers because they gave up 80 points in that ball game. There's nothing when you look at this Todd County Central team, TB, that is blaring as a standout, but for Franklin Simpson, when you look back last year, Russellville had done nothing in the district. Coming into the district tournament, facing off against the top-seeded Wildcats, knocked them off to send Franklin Simpson home packing with no trip to the region tournament. You cannot overlook anybody in this district, as we've learned firsthand.
Yeah, you can. You have to take each one of these games and prepare for them really well because, like you said, that Russellville team last year that came out of nowhere, really, and just sent this team home. Again, what I'm looking for in this Franklin team is just really locking down defensively. I mean, that's the thing we've been seeing them struggle, especially for a half they might play really well defensively, but for another half they just haven't really put a complete game together. And so this would be a great team to do it against, to put 4 full quarters of good offensive and defensive basketball.
Sophomore Connor Holder's their best volume shooter. He's made multiple threes in 8 games, had 11 points with 3 3-pointers against Russellville, 2 points with no hits from outside against Logan County in a game that most of this Todd County team struggled. They were part of what's become this tear as of late for Logan County. 74-40, the Cougars won that game over Todd County Central, making 10 3-pointers to the 6 for the Rebels. They give up 64 points per game, but that number has ballooned up to 70 points per game against region teams. They've given up at least 70 in both 13th district games, so a huge opportunity here. We've talked about the defense at length, needing to shore things up on that side for Franklin Simpson. A great opportunity tonight to get things going on the offensive end as well.
Yeah, a really good opportunity, and I think with something to look for, Alan Johnson, he in this last couple of games has really shown out. What I have here for him is he has, I want to say, put together around 21 points or so for the last 2 district games they've played. So him just, again, getting going, 3-point shooting wise, this is he shoots pretty well here. And so I think just looking for him to maybe shine as a third scorer, especially with was it Logan Morris that's out tonight, correct?
He's not in the starting lineup. May play as the game goes on, but not starting for the Wildcats as we get to the starting lineups after the national anthem. We'll find out together. The Wildcats, they're running 4 guards and 1 forward. Cole Sherrill going to have a lot of pressure on his shoulders down low for Franklin Simpson in this game tonight. The national anthem is on the way, so we'll step away when we come back. Starting lineups and tip-off for this district matchup between Franklin Simpson and Todd County Central on homecoming here at Franklin Simpson High School, and you're listening to it all in the 39th season of basketball broadcast on 92.3 WFKN.
Looking for a place to connect, grow, and worship? Discover Franklin First United Methodist Church in downtown Franklin. Join us every Sunday for 2 uplifting services. Experience our traditional service at 9 a.m., where hymns and heartfelt messages bring our community together. Or come to our contemporary worship service at 11 a.m., where you'll find a lively atmosphere filled with modern music and inspiration. No matter where you are on your faith journey, there's a place for you here. Join us this Sunday at Franklin First United Methodist Church. We can't wait to welcome you home.
What makes us special is that we look for the story when it comes to our customers.
Just listening to them, talking to them, figuring out a little bit about their background. A larger bank is not going to ask you those questions to figure out the end goal for you.
We stuck with Franklin Bank and Trust for over 10 years, easily because of the service.
I like to think of us more than just checking accounts and loans and things, but dreams and goals and aspirations is what we're trying to help people reach.
Franklin Bank and Trust, hometown banking at its best.
I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot. Yeah, coming in hot. Just like the fajita. I write what I live. My life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Starting lineups are being announced here at Franklin Simpson High School for the boys matchup between the Wildcats and Todd County Central, so let's meet them as well. First for the Todd County Central Rebels, 1-20 on the season, 0-2 in district play under first-year head coach Walter McCombs. They go 3 guards, 2 forwards. Connor Holder's the guy I mentioned in the pregame. He doesn't even start for this team. The 3 guards, 5'11 senior Devin Shutt. He's averaging 6 points per game, a 33% shooter from outside. Tay Shimwell's on one wing, a 5'8 senior, number 3, and then the other is J.R. Caldwell. Statistically, their highest score per game on the year, averaging 8.6 points per game on the year. Down low, 2 forwards. Brett Harris, a 6'2 senior, averaging 5 points and 4.1 rebounds per game. And then Hunter Johnson, a 6'1 junior, averaging 3 points and 3 rebounds per game. For a Todd County Central team that scores 42 a night, they give up 64. They shoot at 35% from the floor, 33% from outside. side and average 22 rebounds per game, right around the 23 for a Franklin Simpson team that comes in at 4-12 overall in the season, 1-1 in 13th district play under 13th year head coach D. Spencer, looking for career win number 187 against this district. He's been fantastic, 67-30, and particularly he's dominated this series against Todd County Central, 27-6 against the Rebels. It's Jameer Brooks, Cam Ray, Ja'Kai Partinger, Brody McAllister, and Cole Scherer starting for the Wildcats. Kai goes up to win the tips, and Franklin Simpson has it first to start this ball game. The base white uniforms with blue numbers, blue and gray stripes going down the side. Todd County Central in the base gray with the maroon written across the front with Central outlined in white.
And they're in that zone that we talked about, like Logan County was last game.
Ray holds it on the right wing now over to Brooks. Kai wraps into the corner. He's open there for three. Juggled the catch, though, and now they have to work it around the perimeter. Back to Kai. Fakes, gets inside, pulls from 12. Missed it way long. McAllister tipped it, but it goes to Caldwell, and it's rebounded by Todd County Central. Here comes Shimwell. Gives it up in the left corner, then gets it right back. Tay Shimwell averaging 6.5 per game, 34% shooter from outside. For all that they shoot it from deep, they've got 6 players that have made all of their three-pointers.
Wow.
Shimwell, one of them. Gives it over on the left side to Harris. He's another, shooting 29% from deep. Couple dribbles, now sends it over on the left side to Schutt, who is one of the few players that we got to see last year. Left corner three on the way, and it's buried. Confident shot from Harris.
And that's what you're going to have to face. This team either takes layups or three-pointers, and so you got to run them off that three-point line and not allow them to tee off.
They're a very modern team. Kai holds it up top. We're a minute and a half in. It's 3-0 Todd County Central out the gates. Brooks on the left side takes one dribble, gives it back to Partinger. Puts it on the floor, now sends it to Cam Ray. Drives baseline, underneath, leaves it for Scherer. Flipped it up, missed it long. McAllister fighting for the rebound between two defenders. He got a hand on it again, but tipped it out of bounds on the baseline. And now it looks like Franklin Simpson wants to set up some full court pressure.
And you like to see this because we, again, losing their guard from last year, that transferred Keyshawn. See if they can dribble and handle the pressure.
They handle it this time and set up a wide open look in the right corner. That one's missed by Schutt. Rebound knocked around, and it goes back to Franklin Simpson. I mentioned that he's one of the few players that we got to see last year. These two teams met 2 times. The first one, a tight one at Todd County Central, 64-61. Wildcats pulled it out. Jamison Glass, Todd County Central star player, had a great game. He didn't play in the second game. Franklin Simpson won it 66-32. But in that first go-around where Glass played, they scored 31 points as Cole Scherer gets the first 3 points for Franklin Simpson with a left wing three to cap that thought. Of the 61 points, TB, Schutt scored 5, and those are the only returning points for Todd County Central from this series last year.
So a lot to rebuild if you're Todd County. But again, district play is probably the most important play. So even in a season where you've only got 1 win, these are the times to rack up those wins.
Ball kicked out of bounds. How many times have we said that about Ja'Kai Partinger this year? 3-3, 5:42 left in the opening quarter. Great to see Cole Scherer hit an early shot. Had just 1 point in that loss to Logan County. 7 in the district opener against Russellville. Looking to break a streak of 9 straight games in single digits as Shimwell nearly takes the head off of Wildcat cheerleader underneath as he darts one into the gymnastics pad on the wall. Another turnover back to Franklin Simpson.
They like to speed them up, especially with this inexperienced team.
Up top, Jameer Brooks pulls the trigger for 3. That one off the left side. Ja'Kai Partinger skies in to take the rebound away, but his putback misses. Scherer has it tipped to him, and he's got another bucket, this time from the free throw line.
And there's not many times as the ball, I think, is turned over. It's not many times we see this Franklin team really hustle on the offensive glass.
Shimwell stepped out of bounds on the sideline. The official almost missed it. He said, I turned around just in time to see it. As it's 5-3 Franklin Simpson, all 5 from the junior Cole Scherer, the lone forward in the starting lineup with Logan Morris coming off the bench in this game. Normal starting center for Franklin Simpson. Cam Ray gets it in the corner, drives baseline, into 3 defenders, trying to slip it through traffic. It got to McAllister, but then he had it knocked away, and it's picked up by Johnson for Todd County Central. Up ahead, Harris. He's double teamed, has to pick it up at half court and gives it off to Shimwell. Into the left corner, dribble drive, floater flipped up. That one missed long by Caldwell, and Franklin Simpson has the rebound with Scherer. Here comes Cam. They want to run ahead to Jameer Brooks. Gets all the way to the rack, trying to reverse layup, but lost it as he was floating across the baseline, and Todd County Central catches the break and gets it back. Left side, McAllister tips the pass and steals it away. Frenetic pace so far, I think, in the Wildcats' favor, as Partinger spins in from the left block, and he's fouled trying a floater.
Yeah, I think that's the Franklin Simpson's game plan, is to really speed up this Todd County team. Not allow them to set up in their half court where they can be deadly, moving the ball around and getting the open shots.
Ja'Kai averaging 12.5 per game, 4 rebounds per game. Both of those pace this Franklin Simpson team. He scored at least 15 points 6 times this year, had 13 against Logan County. He's 15 for 18 at the free throw line over the last 6 games, but he hadn't taken one the last 2 games coming into tonight as he knocks down the first of these 2. And it's 6-3 Franklin Simpson with 4:22 left in the first quarter.
And to talk about this Todd County offense, I mean, just the first couple minutes of gameplay, they remind me of like the 2016 Houston Rockets, where it seemed like it was only floaters, as Ja'Kai makes the second one, only floaters, layups, or 3-point shots.
The only difference is they do not draw fouls. As a team, they only take 7.7 free throws per game. They have not made 10 free throws in a game this year. In fact, they've gone 2 games without making a single free throw.
So you can shut down my Houston Rockets.
Well, they went 3 for 4. 75%, depending on the sport. Either you're a Hall of Famer or you're terrible. Ball is on the left side with Brett Harris. Now wraps it over on the right wing to Shutt. The senior guard gives it over to Shimwell. Dribbles to his right. Now drives left against Scher. Kicks it out left corner. Open 3 again is swished home. And again, it's Brett Harris. And that's where that comparison kicks in. Get inside, kick it out to an open shooter.
And we talked about it, in their half-court set, they can really make the ball move and play some deadly offense.
Ja'Kai holds it on the left wing into the corner. Cole Scher, heat check. He's hot. He's already got 8. And it's 10-6 Franklin Simpson. And I think he's really benefiting TB from this one big lineup right now. Cam Ray tips a wild pass, trying to get it in the backcourt. Nearly comes into us as Todd County Central tried to save it. They do, but they save it to McAllister, who then overthrows Partinger on the fast break. Credit to us for doing a great job of saving our table.
Hey, we saved the table, saved the players. I think we did a good job.
Out of everyone involved there, I think we're the only one that did our job.
I would agree to that. 2 turnovers back-to-back probably didn't help either team.
Good news for Franklin Simpson. We do see Logan Morris check in for the first time. Alan Johnson into the ball game as well. Kai Brody and Cam Ray stay out there. As ball on the left wing with Connor Holder in for the first time for Todd County Central. Gives it to Shutt for a right side 3. Missed it long. Ja'Kai Partinger gets the rebound, spins away and brings it across half court. In and out dribble to the right wing. Hesitates, gets baseline, and now wraps it back to the corner.
And I would love to see Franklin Simpson do some magic in this half-court set.
Cam to Kai, corner 3 misses. Rebound tipped, batted again, and Todd County comes up with it. Brought up by Shimwell. Gets inside, tried to kick it out, but it goes right to Ja'Kai Partinger. He doesn't have numbers. He doesn't care. In and out at half court. Euro step at the rim. Nearly scored through 4 defenders. Missed the layup long, but Logan Morris there for the rebound, and he'll go to the line for 2 after the missed putback try.
I mean, that was almost magical. That was 1-on-4 on the going the other way, and Ja'Kai took the whole team.
Easton Kelly and Xavier Hampton will come in for Franklin Simpson. First foul called against Holder, who it's very surprising to see him come off the bench for this team, averaging 8.3 per game. That's second for them as Morris's first free throw misses. Has been in double figures 7 times, made multiple 3-pointers 8 times. Had a couple threes the last time out in that loss to the Bluegrass Blazers. Kelly will come in if Morris takes or makes the second free throw. Ja'Kai will stay in. Him and Kai have stayed in this whole time. Logan quickly comes out, does his job, splits the 2 free throws. And Coach Spencer hypes him up real quick. Gonna have to play him just a little bit at a time in this game, but there adds 1 point to the total. It's 11-6. Hampton tips a pass out of bounds. Todd County Central having worlds of trouble trying to break through this Franklin Simpson pressure.
They are, and especially having somebody that can jump in the length of Xavier Hampton. Might not be the tallest guy on the court, but he has great athleticism to really disrupt those passes in the 1-3-1.
And they're really letting Franklin Simpson set up the initial trap with Zay and Ja'Kai. Their 2 most athletic players. Here, they break it well. Ends up in the left corner. 3-pointer is missed by Holder. Down low, we get a foul fighting for the rebound as Kelly was trying to take it away from Shimwell. actually get a jump ball. Either way, it stays with Todd County Central.
And we've seen him drive about 4 times this game and kick out to the corner.
He's done a good job of getting inside.
He really has.
2 minutes left in the opening quarter. 11-6 is the Franklin Simpson lead. Right wing Caldwell holds it. Now sends it outside to Harris. To Shimwell, guarded by Hampton, directing traffic as he wraps to the midcourt logo. Right wing Holder into the corner. Now back outside Shimwell. One dribble. Ball goes into the corner. Well defended that time by Easton Kelly as they tried to flare Holder out for a 3 off a screen. Instead it goes on the left side into the hands of Caldwell. Crossover dribble, trying to get away from Partinger. Lost it. And Kai taps the jersey. He's letting him know, I got a hand on that. Coach Spencer can't believe it. And Jakai's trying to let him know, hey, Coach, I did get a hand on that ball.
He said, I did play good defense. That's all me.
He wants that deflection to go down.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He'll come out. Cam Ray back in. Shimwell gets the inbound pass with 1:40 left in the first quarter. Still a 5-point lead for Franklin Simpson. Shimwell guarded by Hampton up top. Tries to Costing it around him, and Hampton got 2 hands on him. Not a bad foul as Big Shimwell had him beat that time. But it's the first on Zay, the first on Franklin Simpson. It's been a clean quarter. Just 3 fouls total.
And that's something they've struggled with in the past couple games, is just fouling, especially in the early quarters, and allowing teams to get to the free throw line because of it.
Shimwell beats Hampton again. This time flips up a runner and gets it to go over the late contest from Brooks. He's a good-looking player.
He is.
Here comes Cam Ray, operating quickly, gets all the way to left block, draws contact, and that's how he needs to operate. Getting to the line, that's where he's best. He averages 6 free throw attempts per game, has taken double-digit free throws twice this season. Only had 2 against Logan County. Only 4 points total in that game, and he's got to find a way to produce, whether it's at the line or from the field, where he struggled over the last 5 games, just 10 for 36 from the floor.
And I was going to say the same thing as he makes the first free throw, just to see him attacking, especially in the first quarter, where sometimes he just doesn't attack as much as we want him to. It's a good sign to see going for the rest of the game.
12-8 the lead after the first free throw falls. Fires up the second. It's good. And the Franklin Simpson lead is back up to 5. Cam quickly will come out. Jakai Partinger back in. Kai, Easton Kelly, Kamari Phillips, Jameer Brooks, and Xavier Hampton in there. No big man, 5 guards for this full pressure lineup. Ball in the left corner. Cat set up a trap, but Holder is able to pass out of it. Ball goes onto the baseline. J.J. Glass in for the first time for Todd County Central. Ball up top. Good drive to the middle of the paint. The floater is good for Caldwell. They love those floaters.
They do love those floaters. And it was good scramble defense at first, but there was really no pressure on the help defense.
Partinger, beautiful find at the last moment to Hampton. Missed the first layup long, had it back, then lost it, and it's picked up by Todd County Central. Ball on the right wing, stuck with it is Conwell. Now gives it to Shimwell. Long 3 from the left side, misses, but an offensive rebound collected by Caldwell, and Coach Spencer is sick. Went and sat down on the bench after they gave up that second possession. Left wing, Glass holds it, now gives it up into the corner to Caldwell, guarded by Brooks. Up top, Spencer Poole, he's getting his first run of the game, making his 7th appearance of the year. To Shimwell, drives, kicks, 3-pointer from the left wing, misses by Glass, and Jakai Partinger gets another rebound when 10 seconds left in the quarter. Kai, crossover dribble, left side, caught on the elbow, and he did take steps.
And this is probably the worst way you wanted the quarter to end if you're Franklin, with Todd County with 6.6 seconds left on the clock and a chance to tie or at least cut it within 1.
And as good as they shoot the ball from 3, I like here just continuing to apply that 3-point or the full court pressure. Shimwell brings it across half court, then throws it away into the student section as he was trapped. Tried to flip it out to Poole, but threw it over his head. Cam Ray, Allen Johnson, Cole Scherer, Brody McAllister will all check in here for Franklin Simpson for this sideline inbound. Kai will be the one to trigger it. We'll see if the Cats have something up their sleeve here. It's rolled. Cam Ray waiting for it. 1.4 seconds on the clock. Picks it up, takes 2 dribbles, tries to Euro around the defender before floating it up, and missed the shot off to the left anyways. Through 1, 13-10. Franklin Simpson leads it over Todd County Central in the first of 2 games here at FSHS on homecoming. You're listening to Wildcat Basketball on 92.3 WFKN.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust it.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us. It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank, is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
They've gotten some open looks too, honestly. Did you get nervous on those plays? Up close and personal to the action?
I thought we were done.
Oh, I thought we too. Well, I was going to save me. I'll save us. I don't know. I had to leave you to the dust, man. I'm sorry.
Thanks. (13-10) is the Franklin Simpson lead after one in this home district game against Todd County Central. Rebels 0-2 in district play. Wildcats 1-1. Winners of 14 of their last 15 against this Todd County Central team. The lone exception, the 2023 district championship game. Allen Johnson, right wing. He's wide open for three to start the quarter. We've been waiting for that Allen Johnson triple, and there he knocks down his first of the night.
And can I say that was just perfect play design? So much time and space to take that three-point shot off the screen.
Ball on the left wing in the hands of Holder. Gives it up, then gets it right back, guarded by Kai, now up top shot. They work it around the perimeter. It's 16-10 Franklin Simpson. That's the third three-pointer of the game as the Cats are coming off a season-high 9 against Logan County.
And a quick defensive adjustment for this team. They are really hard on closing out on the three-point shots.
Glass has it on the left wing, gives it up on the elbow to Caldwell. He's got 2. Brett Harris leads them with 6. Cole Scherer leads everybody with 8. Stuck on the left side is Caldwell. Gives it up, and right now Todd County Central just stuck on the perimeter as a minute has gone by in this second quarter. Right side, Caldwell gives it up to Glass in the corner, guarded by Johnson, now up top, back into the hands of Holder. Drives left side, runs into Cam Ray, and they get a blocking foul that time. So it'll be 2 free throws for Connor Holder.
And if you're Franklin, you'll take that. I mean, that was pitch-perfect help defense. And right now, Todd County, outside of just that last couple of seconds, without Shimwell on the court, they really haven't been able to get any pressure into this Franklin defense.
First free throw misses off the left side for Holder. Again, they don't take very many, so there's nobody on this team that's there a ton. He's their best percentage shooter at 70% on the season. They went 7 for 10 against the Bluegrass Blazers last time out as the second free throw falls. 2 for 6 against Russellville and 6 for 7 against Logan County. The Rebels take a timeout after the free throw. 6:52 left in this second quarter, 16-11. Wildcats have the lead. The second frame brought to you as it is all season long by Wilkins Eyecare. Wilkins Eyecare, we love the Wildcats and support all the players and coaches Eyecare needs. We are accepting new patients, so call us at 270-776-2020 to make an appointment with Wilkins Eyecare in Franklin. Tyler Eaton joined by Tavius Babb, and you mentioned it, there is really no off-the-dribble offense for this team outside of Shimwell. Holder flashed a little bit there getting inside. I think some Wildcat fan would argue that should have been a charge that was drawn by Cam Ray. But the big thing for the Wildcats so far, defensively, while only 11 points are on the board, you've probably given up a few more open three-point looks than you'd like to up to this point in the game.
Yeah, right now for Todd County, shooting 2 for 6 from 3, 4 for 10 from the field, and on those 2 three-point attempts, just wide open, and a couple that they probably would want back as they were open as well.
Turnovers have been the Wildcats' best friend with the pressure. Allen Johnson left alone again in the right corner. It's Allen Johnson's world, and we'll just live in it at this point. He's made at least 3 threes in 4 of the last 6 games. He's already made 2 here tonight. Down low, travel called against J.J. Glass, who is trying to wrap to the baseline. Cats lead at 19-11 with 6:27 left before halftime.
I talked about it before the game, right? Getting him involved, especially off those actions.
You had a feeling this would be his game.
This would be and again, having him shoot this much on this home court when district is here is huge for this team.
Ray crosses over, gets inside, leaves it off for Ja'Kai Partinger on the left wing. Crosses over, beats his man, kicks it out. Cam Ray, he's open from the left corner. He switches it home for the left corner. They've made 3 threes in 2 minutes.
And that pressure right now is really getting to Todd County. They're just really kind of frantic.
11-point game, right side, clean look for 3. That one's missed long by Caldwell, but a long rebound is picked up by Tolliver, who then walked with it.
That's their 7th turnover of the game right now. 7 turnovers to Franklin's 4. If you're Franklin, rebounding the ball outside the last rebound, it's 6-5. And then turnovers, you're winning the turnover battle 4-7.
I was going to mention to Cassius Tolliver, who got that rebound and walked, but he immediately came out of the game. He did his job with the rebound. That's what he does. 1 point, 1 rebound per game. Checks that box. As Ray gets it on the block, goes to work. The trap comes, steps through it. Nice find to Kai. Can they hit another one? That one misses short. McAllister chases it down and saves it through it off the foot of a Todd County player, and Ja'Kai Partinger comes up with it. Johnson wanted it top of the key. They missed him. And now Scherer comes to get it on the right side. To Cambray, right corner. He's got that whole side of the floor to himself, takes advantage, goes right to the rack and scores.
And we've talked about it. Him attacking the ball creates so many opportunities on that Ja'Kai 3 miss as another travel by this Todd County team.
Just walked. Nobody was near him.
Nobody was, but again, as I was saying, Cameron attacking the ball. That first find to Ja'Kai didn't fall through, but as he continues to attack and attack this rim, opportunities are going to open left and right.
And if he's ever got a situation like that where it's him and one defender on one side of the floor and everybody else on the other side, he's going to score 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, you got to take that because, I mean, he's probably one of the best ball handlers in this district.
McAllister gets the inbound pass, splits through 2 defenders and scores on the right side. He is playing with so much confidence right now. That is first bucket of the game. Picks up the second right after as he picked off the inbound pass. 28-11 Franklin Simpson. They've scored 15 points in 3 minutes. Another travel up top as Caldwell was pressured by Ja'Kai Partinger. The Wildcats fired up from their defense. This is what we talked about in the pregame. Offense is one thing. Defense has always been the calling card of this team. They flow together, and tonight it's been exactly the case. 4:55 left as the Wildcats take a timeout with a 28-11 lead in the second quarter. You have to keep it going. We've talked about many times, this has been a team, most games of 2 quarters, whether it be 2 strung together quarters in the second half or a second quarter and a fourth quarter or a first quarter and a third quarter, whatever it may be. Didn't play a great first quarter. I don't think anybody on the Wildcats would say that. They've been excellent here in the second quarter, but have to keep it rolling with a 28-11 lead with 4:55 left before halftime. As out of the break, Ja'Kai Partinger brings it across half court. Scherer, Johnson, Cambray, and McAllister also out there. Cam gets to the free throw line, flares out to the top of the key, beats his man again on the dribble drive, and scores.
Ja'Kai tips, deflects the ball out of bounds, just the pressure defensively. I mean, this Todd County team has only shot, or they've shot 2, technically 1. They got fouled on that their first attempt there, but
1 field goal attempt in 3.5 minutes. They nearly throw it away in the backcourt. Chasing it down is Caldwell. They finally break the pressure across half court to Holder. He drives inside, barrels into McAllister, who draws the charge.
Right now their full court press is working to perfection. They're getting everything they want. They're holding them up on the backcourt, and then when they do get across half court, I mean, the help defense is there, not allowing any open looks.
Second foul against Holder. He's going to stay in there anyways. 1 point off the bench. He's got their lone point in this quarter. Cambray holds it deep on the right wing, guarded by Holder. He's got 7 points in the quarter. Now leads the Wildcats with 9. Alan Johnson left corner. Tries to bullet it down low to Scherer. It's tipped, but ends up with Cambray anyway. To Scherer on the baseline. Pocket pass to Ray. He lifts it over to McAllister. Everybody getting a touch, and Brody drops it in.
I mean, that was just perfect offense right there, even off of the tip ball.
It's amazing what confidence does. Ray nearly tips another pass. It ends up in the left corner in the hands of Holder, who fires it up and buries a triple.
They needed that one. 19-4 run from this Franklin team.
32-14 right corner. Johnson for 3. That one left short. Rebound tipped again by McAllister. He's tipped 3 or 4 of them, but they've all been to Todd County Central. In transition, tough contested layup by Spencer Poole falls. Here comes Jakai on the left wing. It's 32-16 now. Johnson is left all alone from the top of the key. That one off the right side, but McAllister gets it on the baseline. To Cam, back to Johnson, tries again. You can't give him that look 2 times in a row.
I mean, this team right now just looks like a completely different team that we've seen over the course of the last couple of games.
They've made 6 threes already on the other end. Great contest down low as Johnson beat everybody down the floor, but Cole Scherer got down there to contest the shot. Here come the Wildcats. Inside, Cam Ray takes the bump. They call a walk. It looked like it was a foul. Instead, they get a travel against Cam on his way to the basket. Wildcats will bring in a quick mass substitution as McAllister, Johnson, Ray, and Scherer all come out. Kelly, Brooks, Hampton, Morris, and Jakai Partinger, the 5 on the floor. In a 35-16 game, the Wildcats have scored 22 points in this quarter. And we've got just under 3 minutes left before halftime. Left block, nice finish, wrapping around Morris by Johnson. And it's 35-18.
And if you're Todd County, that's how you're going to have to do it. You're going to have to chip away, take smart shots.
Hampton on the left wing as Jameer Brooks wraps baseline. Doesn't get in the corner. Instead, now gets it on the wing. Pulls the trigger for 3. That one's short. Going up to get the rebound as Kelly had an open putback look, missed it, and then tied up underneath by Caldwell. And the arrow will send it to Todd County Central. It was a good job by Easton to get in position for that rebound, just couldn't finish it.
Yeah, I think he wants that finish back because it was kind of uncontested.
Left wing, Holder drives in again against Morris, takes the contact, count the layup and 1. He's been their most aggressive player by far, notably, and I'm not sure if we've missed at some point maybe an injury of some kind or something that's going on the side of Todd County Central. No Shimwell in the second quarter, and that's played a huge part in what's been going on. Holder has 6 of their 10 points and now has a free throw. Split a pair earlier.
And on that drive right there, I mean, that was started off as he misses that layup, or excuse me, that free throw. That was started off by Hunter Johnson, who sealed off Cole down there, or excuse me, Easton down there, down low.
Morris comes out after the foul. Alex Eaton in for the first time. Ball goes up top to Kai, now left side, Xavier Hampton. Back to Kai. Under 2 minutes left before halftime. Brooks, cross court, left block is Hampton right outside. Brooks now up top to Kai. Fakes the 3, gives it up free throw line. Easton Kelly to Brooks, wraps baseline, tried to leave it for Kelly at the elbow, went off his hands to Kai at the top of the key, fires into the corner to Zay, and right now Franklin Simpson being cut off at every turn. Kai is going to step into a left wing 3. He was fouled. They didn't call it. It might have been, there was contact with the ball, but also contact with the arm. You could argue which one came first, as here, I believe a makeup call going to come in regardless. Stepping, or I think we're going to get the call. Stepping out of bounds down there was Holder. He either walked or stepped out. It had to be one of them. Either way, it's a turnover back to Franklin Simpson.
The 6th turnover of the quarter right there. And Franklin Simpson, I think this, again, even though they didn't get any penetration, the best thing you wanted to see is them continuously moving the ball and not just being stale, which is what happened in that Logan County game.
Partinger hands it to Brooks with 1:15 left before halftime. Brooks picks up his dribble, sends it left side, Hampton. Gets inside, leaves it for Kelly. Free throw line, flipped up a runner. It's missed. Coach Spencer wanted to foul, didn't get it. Instead, coming the other way again is Holder, and he draws contact. Spinning around, trying to lay up, missed it, but he'll go to the free throw line again. As a team, I mentioned this, they average around 7 attempts per game. These will be his 4th and 5th by himself. Now, granted, nobody else has had one.
That's true. I mean, he is being really aggressive, and they're needing it right now, especially in this quarter. They've made up some ground, and they're going to need him to continue to be as aggressive as he is.
Misses the first free throw long. He's now 1 for 4 at the stripe. Again, a 70% shooter on the season, but not there very much. Wildcats haven't helped themselves. They've got 22 points in the quarter, and it's really stalled as the second free throw goes in. And to alleviate that a bit, Cam Ray's going to check back in. And Jakai comes out. So it's Brooks, Ray, Eaton, Kelly, and Hampton with a minute left before halftime. Ray brings it across half court. Sends it over left wing to Hampton. Now it goes up top to Brooks. Fakes a pass, now sends it to Kelly. To Eaton on the baseline. Quick pass to Hampton, who was able to collect it. Missed the layup wrapping around. The Wildcats have missed a couple easy layups. Hampton got it back, though. Leaves it for Eaton, who gets his first bucket as a Wildcat.
And again, it was just the active movement that kept everybody in that play even after the miss.
Todd County operating quickly as a charge drawn. It is. Eaton takes the charge down low.
And he is really playing.
That's how you earn more minutes.
Yeah, he's really earning his minutes right now. Not really typically in the game, especially in the first half of games. And right now he's really putting in the work to solidify himself in here.
I'll say he deserved the layup down there for how good that pass was initially to Zay that he wasn't able to finish. As Johnson comes in, Ja'Kai Partinger in as well, Hampton and Brooks to the bench with 28 seconds to work with before halftime. Wildcats leading 37-21.
And I assume they're going to hope for a last shot, maybe get a screen and roll, have Cameron work off of a screen.
Ray holds it just across half court. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Gets a screen from Johnson. Leaves it in the corner for Ja'Kai Partinger. Back to Cam. Up top, Johnson. He fires up another three. That one misses long. Rebounded by Todd County's Central. 3/4 length heave is left short. And the Wildcats, after scoring just 13 points in the opening quarter, they pieced together 24 in the second frame. And they lead at 37-21 as we head into the halftime break. Again, that second quarter brought to you as it is all season long by Wilkins Eyecare. They are accepting new patients. Call them at 270-776-2020 to make an appointment with Wilkins Eyecare in Franklin. 16-point lead for the Wildcats at the break. We'll get all the numbers and take a look ahead at the second half as well as the girls matchup to follow this one between Franklin Simpson and Todd County Central after this on 92.3 WFKN.
Mr. Smith, what was that call about last Friday night?
Well, Doc, I thought he crossed the line.
I'm pretty sure everyone in the stands thought you were the one that crossed the line with that call.
I guess I get that all the time, Doc.
Well, I'm glad you finally came in here to get your eyes checked at Wilkins Eyecare.
And like I said, I hear that all the time.
Go Cats!
Wilkins Eyecare, 705 North Main Street, Franklin, Kentucky.
I know for sure he did.
Oh, I just misread it. Okay, here's my note. So what have you thought about the game so far? Closer than you maybe wanted? Closer to you than maybe you wanted?
Next weekend in Florida. Here's the Wildcats.
37-21 Franklin.
For a place to connect, grow, and worship, discover Franklin First United Methodist Church in downtown Franklin. Join us every Sunday for 2 uplifting services. Experience our traditional service at 9 a.m., where hymns and heartfelt messages bring our community together. Or come to our contemporary worship service at 11 a.m., where you'll find a lively atmosphere filled with modern music and inspiration. No matter where you are on your faith journey, there's a place for you here. Join us this Sunday at Franklin First United Methodist Church. We can't wait to welcome you home.
What makes us special is that we look for the story when it comes to our customers.
Just listening to them, talking to them, figuring out a little bit about their background. A larger bank is not going to ask you those questions to figure out the end goal for you.
We stuck with Franklin Bank and Trust for over 10 years, easily because of the service.
I like to think of us more than just checking accounts and loans and things, but dreams and goals and aspirations is what we're trying to help people reach.
Franklin Bank and Trust, hometown banking at its best.
I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot. Yeah, coming in hot. Just like the fajita. I write what I live. My life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Total in this game so far, that's about on pace for their average. If you're the Wildcats, I don't know if there's too much that you're upset with so far, outside of perhaps how the offense stalled a little bit with no Cam Ray on the floor there late in that second quarter.
Yeah, I think that would be your only gripe is for a couple of minutes there you didn't score. But, I mean, that is typical of any basketball team. You're not going to score every minute of every game. And so, I mean, if you're Franklin, you're happy one. You only turned the ball over 5 times in the half, which is superb. And another thing that's kind of goes underrated is of the 13 shots they made, of the field goals they made, 8 of those were assisted.
That's incredible.
And so a couple were offensive rebounds, and then we saw Ja'Kai and Cameron kind of go to work by themselves. So.
Well, and Brody had one that was assisted by Todd County.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, again, this team has kind of played very, very well-rounded team basketball. They're moving off the ball really well, using these screens, and, again, just playing hard on both ends of the floor.
8 points for Cole Scherer all in the first quarter, was really given a chance to rest a bit in that second quarter, played most of, if not all of that first frame. And then we saw some Logan Morris, saw some Alex Eaton, who got his first career bucket for Franklin Simpson. Logan with a point, Eaton with 2 points early on in this one. Ja'Kai Partinger only 2 points, and you really haven't felt like you've missed anything with him only having those 2. He's rebounded really well with 4 so far. He's had a couple of those assists, had a steal. That's one thing that I love about Kai, even if it's not the scoring. And it's funny because he's 0 for 6 from the field, and if you scroll down and look at what the rest of the team has done, the rest of the team is 13 for 23, well over 50% outside of your leading scorer on the year, and yet still finding a way to make an impact in this game.
Yeah, I mean, we know Kai to be a volume shooter. He's going to usually get up the most shots in a game. I kind of go by the law of averages that, a player that might shoot well above or well under might kind of come back to their average.
Yeah.
So I would expect to see, unless Franklin just goes away with this game and they pull the starters, for him to kind of come back and really start scoring on the offensive end.
Wildcats lead at 37-21 in the first of 2 games for us here at Franklin Simpson High School, as the Lady Cats will follow this one in the girls' game, celebrating the 50th year of Lady Cat basketball here at Franklin Simpson High School. I mentioned this earlier. I was looking back through the history of WFKN as well, because I know so much of it goes hand in hand. 50 years of Lady Cat basketball. This is the 39th season of basketball being broadcasted on WFKN. In total, 71 years of sports from Franklin Simpson being broadcasted on WFKN in total. For those that listen to those original broadcasts, they started as football replays all the way back in 1954. Stan Portman doing those. It'd be a day after the game, a full replay of everything that had happened. It kicks over to live. James Mooneyhan comes in. We all know the legend of Moon. It took Steve Thurman a little bit to step in there as the voice of the Lady Cats. It was actually Ken Metcalf who was with Moon for the original season of basketball that was broadcasted here on WFKN. But I say all that to say the history so rich of sports, and obviously WFKN intertwined with that here in Franklin Simpson High School. The Lady Cats in particular have had so much success over the years. There's so much to celebrate in terms of 50 years of Lady Cat basketball. And TB, we're fortunate to find ourselves right in the middle of another golden age for a team that's ranked top 10 in the state, 16-2 on the season, facing off against a Todd County Central team they beat 3 times last year, including the District 13 championship game. But moving forward, the Lady Cats lost in the semifinals of the region tournament. Todd County Central would go all the way to the championship game of the region tournament. Chance to make a statement here tonight and keep that district crown.
Yeah, I think Franklin Simpson would say that should have been their spot.
Yeah.
Having a chance to make it a state. And like we've talked about, the stars are out tonight. I mean, I've seen a couple of old players, very impactful players, some of the Gooches there, just great overall stars. And so we are also watching a star in the making of Larisha Cawthorn, who has balled out the 2 seasons that she's played for Franklin Simpson, averaging well over 20 points a game. I think around 22, 23 if I'm mistaken, and a double-double in that right. So this Lady Cat team just looking to make a run. And on the flip side, going back to this boys game, they have a chance to do that too. We've seen them play outside of this game where they're not playing down to the competition. They played up to the competition quite a bit, playing against Warren Central, South Warren, excuse me. We've seen them kind of rise to their level of competition. And if they can just continue to do that and rack up some wins, they can make a run as well.
You mentioned Larisha. She's trying to earn a spot for her jersey up there amongst the greats with Veronica Cook, Chastity Gooch, Pam Gooch. All of them scored at least 2,000 points for their career. Larisha right now, 1,855. And yeah, I know some of that split between Franklin Simpson and Russellville, but she's been here. This is her second season at Franklin Simpson, and she's 55 points away from having scored 1,000 points in a Franklin Simpson uniform. Semantics, that's my point. We got about 30 seconds left, TB, before we get this second half underway. So let us remind you, third quarter all season long is brought to you by Clark CPA and Advisory Group at 927 Brookhaven Road in Franklin, under former athlete at FSHS Tanner Clark, who knows a thing or two about basketball, but also a thing or two about money. You got tax questions or issues that you need consultation for, need bookkeeping or payroll done. Tanner and his team, they do it all. Call them at 270-586-9899. Tyler Reed, joined by Tavius Babb, if you're just joining us. And TV, it's hard to really pinpoint anything for Franklin Simpson to do differently in the second half, but that's why you get the hard questions and I don't. What would you like to see from the Wildcats in particular in these second 16 minutes of play?
I think, one, we want to see a complete game.
I agree with that.
I know we've talked about it all season long. We've seen a half or a couple of quarters of great basketball. In this third quarter specifically, because, again, if they play really well and the fourth quarter's a blowout, we can chalk that up. In this third quarter, we want to see the same level of production. You don't have to shoot near perfect from the line or from field goal range in the third quarter, but we want to see really good, productive offense, and again, causing turnovers like they did in the first half as well.
Shimwell is back in, notably for Todd County Central after not playing at all in that second quarter for the Rebels as their starting point guard. That left knee brace may have had something to do with that issue as Rebels trail at 37-21. There's a clock issue at the moment as they're trying to reset it and get it ready for the quarter. So to reset things for you, it'll be Cam Ray, Jameer Brooks, Cole Scherer, Brody McAllister, and Ja'Kai Pardinger on the floor for Franklin Simpson. Again, for Todd County, it's a real oddity for them. It feels like Connor Holder is their best scorer. He comes off the bench. Instead, it's Shutt, Shimwell, Caldwell, Harris, and Hunter Johnson for the Rebels. We get play underway. Shutt has it up top, got away with another travel. Trapped on the right wing now is Caldwell. Gets it off to Shimwell. He lost it, then gets it right back on the wing, guarded by Brooks.
They're just playing tough physical defense right now.
Right wing, I think another shuffle gotten away with by Caldwell, but he's able to hit a cutting Shutt, who gets the runner to go from 4 feet out.
And that was a really good-looking possession there from Todd County. That's what they needed specifically to kind of get this quarter going.
30 seconds into the corner. It's now 37-23. As
one of the clocks or one of the scoreboards.
The scoreboard for Todd County Central is messed up as Scherer gets it inside the free throw line and he breaks the streak. He's into double figures with 10. It had been 9 straight games since he got to 10. Did it 4 times in the first 5 games this season. Back over 10 and gets a steal on a pass. He threw it ahead to Kai. Kai was going to slam it home, but instead Cole stepped on the baseline and turns it back over to Todd County Central. Otherwise, we were getting showtime.
And again, I mean, this full-court press by Franklin Simpson has just done wonders for them. And they're playing really physical in the second quarter, in the third quarter.
Ball comes in to Shunt on the wing, guarded by Ray, just picked up his first bucket of the game. Wraps around, gets to the right block. Contact, no call down there with McAllister, who was trying to draw the charge. Layup was missed, and it was tipped right in the face of Brody, who was able to catch it, secure the rebound. Here comes Cam Ray, leaves it on the baseline. Jumper rattled home, and again, it's Cole Scherer.
And right now, Cole Scherer 5 for 6 as Brody almost comes up with the steal.
Up ahead, wide open after breaking the pressure is Johnson, who hesitated. I don't know why, but still got the layup to go after a pump fake.
And if you're Franklin, you want to settle down on defense. They've gone 2 for 3. Todd Central has in this quarter. Gotten a couple easy bunnies there, so you just don't want to give up a couple more of those.
Scherer's got 12. He's a point off of his high, 13, which he's done 3 times. Gets it on the baseline again, turns, faces, sends it cross court to Brooks. 2 minutes gone in the quarter. Wildcats lead at 41-25.
I would love to see this team continuously move.
Camry holds it in the corner, out to Kai. Walks to the right wing, now sends it over to Camry on the left side. Into the corner, Brooks. Looks down low, fakes a pass, and they keep it on the perimeter for now. Eyeing this zone look. Ball goes into the corner, Kai. Fakes a 3 to Cam Ray. Holds it above his head, gives it to McAllister right in the soft spot in the zone. Missed the runner, got his own miss back. Out of 3 defenders, gets it out. Brooks. Down low, Cam Ray operating on the left block. Triple teamed, fires it across to Scherer, who chases it down. Into the corner, Brody. Good defense right now from Todd County Central.
Good defense, but I mean, if you're Todd County, you want to get the offensive rebound when Cole was down there by himself.
Kai gives it out to Scherer. Tries a 3 from the left side. That one doesn't get the bounce. Brooks gets the rebound on the opposite side. His putback no good. Jakai's is good, and he's fouled. Not many games you can say the Wildcats are dominating the boards, but this is one of them.
Yeah, this is, and right now they are just. I've seen them just getting in better positioning than they're used to doing in the last couple of games.
They've got the athletes to rebound. It's about that positioning and the boxing out, and Coach Spencer has talked about that at length, and tonight we're starting to see that piece together a little bit. I think a lot of that's the mental side. This is not a big Todd County Central team, so you could look at them and say, we feel like we should be able to rebound against them, but you got to take that into every game as Kai makes the free throw. He's got 5. 44-25, the Franklin Simpson lead, 3 minutes into the third quarter. Back into the ball game is Holder. He's on the right block, missed the layup the first time, and Ray rips around the rebound. Goes behind the back to get past the first defender, just beats the next in a foot race. Scoop play up good, count it, and the foul. He beat 4 players down the floor.
And it was just incredible because we saw him running on the court, and then it kind of seemed like around the half court, he kind of just shifted gears and had just a burst of acceleration to get in front of his defender.
It's like at that point he just decided, you know what, I'm going to go score.
Exactly.
Free throw swishes home. He's had a night back into double figures with 12.
Shooting perfect, 4 for 4 from the field.
Ball stuck on the right block for Todd County Central, gets outside to pull into the right corner, 3-pointer up, or it's a long 2. They're going to say foot was on the line, but again, it's Holder who knocks it down. He's got 9 points.
And they've gotten a couple of open ones in this quarter.
Cam wants the ball up top. He's in double figures for the 8th time this year. Being guarded loosely out there by Holder. Gives it up, down low to McAllister, who tried to get it to Cam, cutting on the opposite block, and it's deflected out of bounds on the baseline. Ray will inbound. Partinger, McAllister were initially on the blocks. Now they're going to set up a different play on the right elbow as Cam gets it. Kai wraps around in the right corner, catches, pulls up from the mid-range, missed it short. Scherer takes the rebound away, and he's got a new career high as he puts it back up and in. 14 points for Cole. Down low, nice move to shift around the charge attempt from Scherer by Conwell. It then looked like McAllister had a clean block from behind, but instead they're going to give 2 free throws to J.R. Caldwell.
Hey, McAllister kind of looked like prime LeBron there on the chase down. LeBron always said if you can get them to alter the shot, that he can come from behind, and that's what McAllister almost did.
Caldwell, John Ross Caldwell, their leading scorer per game at 8.6 a night. To go along with 4 rebounds, 35% shooter from the floor, been in double figures 6 times this year, but really has not been able to get anything going in this game so far. Did make the first free throw for just this third point.
So far in this quarter, Franklin kind of just picking up where they left off as the second free throw was made. Offensively, I mean, this team has just turned another gear tonight.
Ray brings it up. Brooks, McAllister, Johnson, and Partinger out there now after subs during the free throw. Right side, McAllister, back out Cam. Wraps off ball screen, set for Johnson, springs open, missed the three-pointer long, and it's chased down by Shimwell. He had 3 in the first half, couldn't connect on that one. Shimwell brings it across half court, sends it over left side to Holder, stuck on the elbow. To Glass, back to Shimwell, left corner 3. I think Cam blocked it. It's still collected down low by Shimwell, who then threw it off the body of Brooks to keep it with the Rebels on the baseline.
We will count that as a block. It did look like it got altered a little bit. And right now, this team just can't really find getting a rhythm in the half-court set.
Holder gets inside against Partinger, missed the layup short, and Jakai gets the rebound himself. Up ahead, McAllister on the left wing, crosses over, gets inside, slips past the defender. He's fouled, and he gets the bucket to go. Shimwell tried to get away with one as he grabbed him around the waist. Brody, unaffected, scores. He's got 8 with a chance to make it 9. He continues this run, make it 5 out of the last 6. He scored at least 7 points.
And right now, 4 for 5 from the field, doing it all. 3 offensive rebounds, 2 steals.
Free throw, gets the bounce up high and falls through. Brody at just 5'10" is shooting 47% from the field on the season. That's going to go up. He's leading the Wildcats in field goal percentage for a second straight year. Glass misfires on a left wing, 3 long, and the rebound is chased down by Ray. He has got energy tonight. Brings it up right wing. Hesitation move. Beats his man, and he's fouled down low by Holder. That's what I love about this team. You've noticed this with the Lady Cats. The defensive energy trickles into the offense. Tonight we've seen the offensive energy trickle into the defense for Franklin Simpson, and then back into the offense for the Wildcats. It's this back and forth. This is the best energy they've had on both sides of the floor all season long as Ray misses the first free throw.
Especially when they're seeing buckets drop and they're like, oh, I can create these opportunities when we rebound, when we steal the ball, when we cross turnovers. And so like you said, I mean, the energy right now for this team in entirety has been very different than what we've seen in the last couple games.
Cam makes the free throw. He's up to 13 points. McAllister and Kai came out. Kelly in for Franklin Simpson, trying to contest on the left block. Commits a foul. Ray, Johnson, Brooks, and Scherer on the floor. As Spencer Poole was the one that was fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. He's got 2 points so far. As a team, they are 4 for 9 at the free throw line. Or excuse me, they're now 4 for 8. This will be attempt number 9 for the Rebels. Free throw is up, and it's good for Poole, who makes both. He's got 4 points, and a quick timeout taken by Todd County Central with 2:56 left in this third quarter. Franklin Simpson has done what we wanted to see if they could do. String together back-to-back great quarters.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trusted.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
Completely new dynamic for Franklin Simpson.
It has. I mean, their emergence has really just opened up everything else opened up the court for all these other players. And so as they're going along, I don't want to say look ahead past this game, but that's what we're going to do for a second. Look ahead past this game, and you're going to go to Russellville, Todd County again, play against Logan County. This is the kind of energy you want to keep as Cameron
gets inside again, just bullet his way through Glass and finishes on the right block.
Just the ultimate amount of confidence for him right now.
He's got 6 in the quarter, 15 on the night. Ball in the right corner, three-pointer fired up and rattled home by Spencer Poole, who's playing with confidence for Todd County. He's got 7 points in this ball game after coming in with 2 points scored all season. Jameer Brooks gets inside and banks one in immediately to answer.
This is Todd Central's most points scored in the quarter with 13.
Problem is Franklin Simpson's got 18 with 2 minutes left to go before the fourth quarter. Walk up top as Holder just got stuck. Are they going to get a foul? They do. They get a foul against Jameer. It had to be a travel or a foul, one of the two, because Holder got stuck with the ball on his hip. As Phillips and Portinger come in, Johnson and Ray out. Cam has 15 points. We saw the career-high 18 against Portland earlier this season. We'll see with this lead if he gets enough run in this game to have a chance at that. As Shimwell drives in, he's hit on the back of the head, and will go to the line for 2 free throws.
And that might have been the best case scenario for Todd Central to really, next foul puts him in the bonus. So if you're Todd Central, you want to really keep on attacking. And Shimwell, I mean, in the first quarter, he was doing a lot of work.
He was.
Facilitating for his team, kind of getting open looks. And in this third quarter, he's kind of gotten back to that. Like we said, in the second quarter, just wasn't really
It wasn't
on
in the game.
court. Yeah.
Missed the first of these 2 free throws. Bends and fires up the second. It misses off the left side. Scherer takes away a contested rebound and gives it off to Kelly. To Kai, and he'll push it up ahead himself, spinning off of Codwell and bringing it across half court under 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Between the legs dribble, Kai gets inside all the way to the rim, finger roll finish, good.
It seems like every single one of these cats are finding ways to drive into the paint and create their own offense.
And that made it to where every starter has scored in this third quarter. Up ahead, a steal, but pass to Kai is overthrown, and Todd County Central will get it right back underneath the Franklin Simpson basket with 1:35 left in the quarter.
Would love to see Franklin finish this quarter strong in the last minute and a half. Again, just work on situational basketball in these moments.
Wildcats have 59 points with 1.5 minutes left in the third quarter. They're already just 10 shy of their season high. Right side Holder guarded out there by Brooks. Tries to drive right. Jameer cuts it off. He travels. They don't call it outside glass. Beats Scherer inside. Cole recovers and blocks the floater. Rebound deflected. Ball on the floor. Glass comes up with it. He's tied up by Phillips, and the arrow sends it to Franklin Simpson. He gets a round of applause from Coach Spencer.
He has been all over the court tonight, shooting the ball very efficiently on the defensive end, just altering shots, getting rebounds. I mean, he's really playing up his role.
Cole was beat and recovered there to get the block from behind. As Kai brings it across half court with 1:05 left in the third quarter. To Phillips' left side. Kelly cuts, can't get into him. Instead, it goes to Scherer up top. Departing to right wing. Jabs, gets inside again, and he's hacked on the way to the rim. He'll have 2 free throws. Whether it's a shooting foul or they say he wasn't in the act, doesn't matter. Cats now in the bonus.
I mean, we've talked about it countless times. He is so fast off that first jab step. A very quick first step, and I mean, he has really turned it up in this quarter as we got Eaton coming back into the game. Not Tyler Eaton, of course.
At a certain point, I've tried to bargain with Coach Spencer what the margin would have to be for me to come in. I've yet to win that battle.
Oh, man.
Instead, it is Alex that comes in. Out comes Scherer. Kai missed the first free throw. Was 3 for 3 and makes the second. Whistle blows. And I think that's going to be a shot or a lane violation against the Wildcats that wipes it off. So the score remains 59 for Franklin Simpson, still 10 points off that season high. 48 seconds left in the quarter. Right side Shimwell. They work it into the left corner in the hands of Holder. Pulls that up top. Now right corner. Glass has an open look for 3. That one missed short. Partinger with the rebound with 35 seconds to work with. Being hounded by Glass. Able to get away from him initially. Now breaks free into the front court. Cats have numbers. Left side Phillips. Fakes it onto the baseline. Now goes up top to Kai with 25 seconds left to work with. Back to Phillips. Puts it on the floor. Beats his man to the rim, and he gets a floater to go.
Again, just all these Cats, a very different Cats team, just willing to attack the basket.
61-34. Left side, though, Shimwell answers with the pull-up 3. His first triple of the night, 5 seconds left. Here comes Brooks, hesitation dribble. Gets inside, trying to leave it for Kelly. He just dropped it in the corner, and it goes back to Todd County Central with 1.3 seconds left.
Birdie's laughing as they're coming off the court. Again, Franklin just playing.
He's chuckling because he's got a whole second to make something happen here. Shimwell gets the inbound, fires it up from just beyond half court and missed it off the back iron. It was right on line, but misfire. 61-37. Franklin Simpson leads. They put up 24 points in the second quarter, and would you know it, they put up 24 points in this third quarter as well. Again, third quarter.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Look, you might be Cameron's good luck charm. Huh?
Back with you here at Franklin Simpson High School as we get the fourth and final quarter underway. Franklin Simpson leads Todd County Central in the boys game 61-37 in this District 13 matchup. Tyler Eaton joined by Tavius Babb as again we see an aggressive drive from Spencer Poole, having a breakout night as an 8th grader for Todd County Central. Drives in, scoops one up and scores. He's got 9 points in this game.
And they've needed all 9 of those points to really make him aggressive.
McAllister gets inside. He's fouled from behind. So he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Brody with 9 points already. His career high is 11. He can tie it at the line here. Cats 9 for 12 at the free throw line. 6 3-pointers made in this one. Brody, it looked like after the first quarter we weren't going to see too much offense from him. And, boy, he just exploded in the second and then made a tough and one in the third.
Yeah, I mean, defensively and offensively, Brody has just came to play. There hasn't been a game where I don't think Brody hasn't just been locked in. I've said it again, right place, right time, high IQ kind of guy.
Second free throw up and switches home. He's into double figures for the second time in as many games. The 2 times he's been in double figures in his career back-to-back. Makes it 62-38. Shimwell right side hit the 3 just before the last quarter ended. Wraps over to the right wing on a screen guarded by McAllister. Beats Brody, gets the rim, can't finish with the right hand. Rebound tipped and Hampton is up with it. Xavier Hampton up ahead. Alex Eaton, the big man, can't chase down the pass, and it's out of bounds back to Todd County Central.
And to look at Shimwell, because I think it's understated right now. He's kind of him and Holder.
Yes.
Yeah, him and Holder have kind of been majority of the offense. Shimwell is very quick in his own right, and he's really created a whole lot of offense because of how fast he is with the ball in his hands.
Well, and all that said, it's really been Poole in this second half. He's got 7 of his 9. Lost it there on the right side as McAllister comes up with it. And here comes Cam Ray down the right wing, a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Both teams struggling offensively so far to start the frame. Wildcats just a point. McAllister gets it in the left corner to Cam Ray. Cuts in from the left side, now holds up on the elbow. Outside to Eaton, into the corner, Partinger. Contested 3-point try, can't hit it. McAllister gets the offensive rebound, puts it back up and in. And again, he's got a career high now with 12.
And that's just grown man strength. You can't do anything about that.
Holder misses a 3-pointer short. Ja'Kai Partinger gets the rebound up ahead, Brody McAllister. Brody crosses over at the free throw line, leaves it for Hampton. He has it blocked from behind, they say, by Shimwell. Looked like some contact, no call, and Shimwell brings it up himself. Right corner, 3-pointer fired up quickly and swished home by Caldwell. He's got a quick release.
He does. He has a really quick release, and having him on the corner like that is deadly.
Here comes Kai, beats his man. Hop step through traffic, left-handed layup, spins all the way around, falls off. Hampton gets it back, and he's fouled on the putback try.
I mean, this is a completely different team when it comes to offensive rebounding. In this game, 12 offensive rebounds for Franklin Simpson. They're winning the rebounding battle 23-12.
Wow. First free throw switches home for Zay. It helps when you're not missing as many shots, and the few times that you are missing, there have been so many offensive rebounds.
They're shooting 50% as a team from the field and 35 from 3. And, I mean, you'll take 11 for 14, I believe, from the free throw line. I mean, you'll take that any day of the week.
Free throw switches through again for Xavier Hampton, his first 2 points. Wildcats now have had 10 players score in this game. Ball on the right wing in the hands of Caldwell. Gets a screen, picks it up on the right side, defended by Scherer. Into the corner. Cam Ray defends. Now they wrap it up top again to Holder. Gets inside, flips back to the right side, and scoops it up and in. He's their first player in the double figures with 11.
This is the best start to a quarter that they've had, shooting 3 for 5.
Jakai on the baseline, spins, double team, passes out of it to Scherer, puts it on the floor. He's going to fire up a contested mid-range jumper. That one misses long, but again, there's Hampton, and this time gets the putback to go.
I mean, they're just really outworking Todd Central right now as Cole Scherer's diving on the ground for the ball.
Picked up a foul as he ended up tripping Holder, but still get clapped up by Coach Spencer, who loves the hustle. And I know it's felt good for him to see some shots fall through, and it's just like for this entire team, for Cole in particular, it's really bled through into the rest of his game. He came out, started this game hot, 8 points in the first quarter. He's been an impact player all over the place.
He has.
McAllister picks up a ticky-tack foul out there on the perimeter against Poole.
And again, this is the kind of game we've been wanting to see from Cole. Hasn't really, on the offensive end, hasn't really played particularly well in the last few games, or last few extended games. And so to see him kind of really shine right now, we're hoping that this can bleed into the next few games.
Cam Kai and Cole come out, maybe the last that we see of them in this ball game. As up top, ball is thrown away. It's chased down by Hampton. In transition, goes right at glass and scores. Xavier Hampton has 6 points in the fourth quarter, and that one gives Franklin Simpson a new season high with 70. Here comes Glass in transition, able to slip past Morris, missed the layup long. Rebound deflected, and Brody McAllister up with it. Brody, aggressive dribble into the front court, keeps it himself. Stuck at the elbow, floats one up, and he's fouled from behind. 2 more free throws on the way for Brody McAllister. He's got 12 points. Again, it just set a career high with 11 against Logan County. Went 5 for 7 from the floor in that game. He's 5 for 6 tonight as the first free throw misses off the left side. That's really been the only downswing for him this year compared to last year. I mentioned he led the team in field goal percentage last year. Also led the team in free throw percentage last season. But this year he's shooting just 50% at the stripe as both of these free throws miss. And it's rebounded down low by Holder. 70-44 Franklin Simpson. Ball kicked out onto the right wing. Caldwell drives in, pulls from the free throw line, missed off the right side. Rebound bobbled around, and Brooks eventually pulls it down for the Wildcats halfway through the quarter. Brooks keeps it on the floor all the way to the rim. Had it knocked away from behind by Glass, and he brings it the other way. Up ahead, Holder wide open in transition. Scores it with the right hand. He's got 13.
And that's, I mean, honestly, their best offensive grabbing those defensive rebounds. You would typically say on a Franklin Simpson team, as a timeout's called by Coach Spencer, on a Franklin Simpson team, you know, defensive rebounds are hard to come by.
Yep.
But, I mean, in this game, that's what they've done really well.
Wildcats are going to empty the bench with that timeout. 70-46, they lead it with 3:37 left in this ball game against Todd County Central. Brody McAllister and Xavier Hampton have combined for all 9 points in this fourth and final quarter. Career highs tonight for Brody and Cole Scherer. Cole's got 14. Brody has 12. Cam Ray leads everybody with his 15 points. Connor Holder has 13 to lead the way for Todd County Central. We get 3 more threes from Allen Johnson. The Wildcats hit 6 in the first half, TB. No three-pointers made in this second half. They've been so aggressive with the drive, getting to the free throw line. And this is maybe more of what we wanted to see against Logan County that we didn't see, with attacking off the dribble and taking advantage of maybe some weaker perimeter matchups.
Yeah, in the first half, they attempted 14 threes. In the second half, they've only attempted 3.
Jaden Lunsford in for Franklin Simpson on the left wing. Drove in from the left side and took steps and traveled. He out there with Charles Davis, J.C. Roby, Kamari Phillips, and Logan Morris. With the sleeve on that right knee, just trying to get him a little bit more run to get him in game shape, back into game shape. As the Wildcats lead it by 24. Up top, Holder. Deep on the right elbow. Picks up his dribble, now sends it over left side to Caldwell. He's got 7 points. Dribbles around the screen, now holds it at the top of the key. Guarded by Phillips with 3 minutes, 10 seconds left in the ball game. Right side, Poole. Holds it above his head. Hits a cutting Glass, and a nice finish on the right block. That was executed beautifully.
That was just pitch perfect. Being able to move off the ball is is a quality that some players just don't possess, but he obviously has excelled in.
Morris gets it on the wing, slices through, kicks it outside to the left side. Now they work it to Phillips for three. He hits the shot. There's a foul underneath against Franklin Simpson. But it's still a made three for Kamari Phillips. He's got 5.
We talked about the three-point shot. They're not really shooting many threes, and then he comes off.
And then Kamari Phillips is the one to hit one.
Exactly.
73-48, Cats lead it. 2:40 left in this one. Glass gets it up top. Cut off initially by Davis. Now it goes onto the right wing. Poole drives in. He tries to slip through Morris. And Roby down there gets fouled. As Eaton and Xavier Hampton will come in. Morris out and Kamari Phillips out for the Wildcats with 2:32 left in this one and a 25-point lead.
And assuming, all stays the same as far as...
That's a bold assumption.
A bold assumption. Hopefully no jinx, but what great momentum as the three goes up.
Rattles out for Holder. If he made that, I was going to be on to you. As Hampton brings it up for Franklin Simpson. Tries to blitz past everyone, but lost it off his leg. Here comes Todd County Central the other way. Poole keeps it all the way to the right block, and he's fouled down there by J.C. Roby. Poole has looked really good.
He has.
Got a chance to get into double figures again, at least based on the numbers they have. This is just his 7th appearance of the year as an 8th grader. Had only scored 2 points this season. He's got 9 in this game tonight. And we saw it last year for Todd County Central as the first free throw bounces off no good. It was Jordan Chimwell for the girls as an 8th grader, had a breakout performance with 20 points against Franklin Simpson. Rode that wave the rest of the way. She's a key player for them this year. Perhaps it starts that way for Poole here tonight as he misses the second free throw. Eaton gets the rebound, but is tripped up, falls down with it, and they call it travel. Coach Spencer says, well, you might have heard it through the headset. He didn't fall on his own, and the official just kind of shrugs at him. As Eaton steals the inbound pass anyway. Off to J.C. Roby on the left wing. Roby spins inside, tries a runner, and that is swatted right back by Jaden Carrington. J.J. Glass gets away with a carry, flips it up top. Driving in again is Holder, leaves it underneath, and Carrington is rewarded for the block with a layup.
A great offense. Obviously too little too late for this Todd Central team.
Roby left wing gives it to Eaton in the corner. Holds it above his head, now sends it outside. Driving in is Lunsford. Turns, fires up a baby hook, and he hits it from 8 feet out for his first varsity bucket.
I mean, that was pure and beautiful. I mean, a great footwork, 2-step spin move, and I mean, that was probably the best option of a shot he could have taken.
Down low, he defends Holder to force a miss on a layup, and it's rebounded by Roby. Up ahead, Lunsford again, gets inside, turns, fires, same move, same result.
Safe to say he does love that spin baby hook.
Down low, driving in, losing it is Holder. Lunsford up with it, gives it off. Davis in transition, all the way to the rim. His layup misses long. Hampton had a tip opportunity, missed it. And here comes Todd County Central the other way. Holder all the way to the rim, bumped down there by Roby, so he'll take 2 free throws with 45.6 seconds left in this ball game.
And, we see this with the girls side of the game where, the bench kind of empties out.
Yeah. And
you have, players that just typically aren't in the rotation kind of get the opportunity to score, and, the bench goes crazy. Well, on that play, I mean, if he would have made that shot, I saw the student section across from me. They were ready to explode.
Or Charles Davis looking for that first varsity bucket.
Uh-huh.
He and J.C. Roby both hunting it down. Lunsford comes in tonight. It's the first time we've seen him. He's scored 4 points. Here comes Xavier Hampton off the missed free throw. Gets inside, spins through 2 defenders. His floater misses long, and it's rebounded by Glass. Caldwell walks it up with 30 seconds left. Wraps around to the corner. Thought about a 3. Not sure why he didn't pull it. Now he fires up the 3. Missed it short, and it's rebounded by Xavier Hampton. 25 seconds left in the game. Coach Spencer tells Xavier to hold it up and let this one run out. The Wildcats, with a week off to think about and have to sit there and dwell in that blowout loss on the road against Logan County, 83-53. They come out, piece together a 24-point second quarter, a 24-point third quarter, put up a season high with 77 points and win it by 27 on their home floor against Todd County Central to move to 2-1 in 13th district play and drop the Rebels to 0-3, 1-21 overall in the season. The Wildcats with win number 5 in the 2024-25 season. We'll step away. When we come back, we get you on the final numbers from this one. We'll chat with Coach Spencer, pick out our Pelican Snowballs of Franklin player of the game. It's going to be a tough decision. Some career performances across the board for the Wildcats. We'll have to pick one of them out. Never a bad thing when you've got multiple good options from a game like this. Again, your final score, Franklin Simpson 77, Todd County Central 50 in the boys matchup with the girls to follow here from Franklin Simpson High School on homecoming on 92.3 WFKN. We can do a couple minutes.
For a place to connect, grow, and worship, discover Franklin First United Methodist Church in downtown Franklin. Join us every Sunday for 2 uplifting services. Experience our traditional service at 9 a.m., where hymns and heartfelt messages bring our community together. Or come to our contemporary worship service at 11 a.m., where you'll find a lively atmosphere filled with modern music and inspiration. No matter where you are on your faith journey, there's a place for you here. Join us this Sunday at Franklin First United Methodist Church. We can't wait to welcome you home.
What makes us special is that we look for the story when it comes to our customers.
Just listening to them, talking to them, figuring out a little bit about their background. A larger bank is not going to ask you those questions to figure out the end goal for you.
We stuck with Franklin Bank and Trust for over 10 years, easily because of the service.
I like to think of us more than just checking accounts and loans and things, but dreams and goals and aspirations is what we're trying to help people reach.
Franklin Bank and Trust, hometown banking at its best.
I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot. Yeah, coming in hot. Just like the fajita. I write what I live. My life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Now transitioning between games here at Franklin Simpson High School. Again, it's a bit different with homecoming at FS. If it's your first time being a part of it, the boys flip-flop to playing first with the girls to follow. The Wildcats get things started with a 77-50 win. Career highs set everywhere in this game. Cole Scherer with 14 points. Brody McAllister with a career high of 12. Jaden Lunsford comes in the fourth quarter, scores a couple of buckets. He's got 4 points. That's a career high for him with a couple of spinning baby hooks. Look like big baby Glenn Davis out there. I don't know how much more we'll see of him this year. I'm open to all of it. I want to see all the spinning hook shots possible. Alex Eaton scores his first ever bucket, has 2 points, technically a career high. We count it. Wildcats by far their season high with 77 points in this game. 7 3-pointers as a team. 12 for 18 from the free throw line, but TB, I've got to ask you, that final efficiencies, you flashed it to me, 50% from the floor. Incredible for the Wildcats, 55% shooting inside that three-point arc.
Yeah, I mean, they shot incredibly well, and granted, most of those happened in the first 3 quarters. The first 3 quarters when the starters were playing, this team just shot exponentially well throughout all these quarters, especially in the second and third quarter. When the second quarter they shot 55%, the third quarter 66%, 10 for 15 from the field. So this team really turned it on the offensive end. And again, when you get 7 3-point makes from this team, 6 with the starters, 38% as a team. I mean, you'll take that every game you can.
We can talk about all the career highs, but it's Cam Ray's 15 points that leads the way for Franklin Simpson. Cam, quiet first quarter, felt like another typical Cam game. We're going to have to wait to see him going. He had been struggling from the floor coming into this game, just 10 for 36 over the last 5 games. TB, that was not at all the case in this game tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we really saw him drive and attack the basketball in the first quarter. Like you said, no field goal attempts. He did have a pair of free throws to start off the game, and it's still the second quarter is where he really turned it on. 3 for 3 from the field, a 3-point make, 3 assists. So again, like we talked about, him being able to drive the basketball and create opportunities for his teammates, but then also we saw him in the second and third quarter just really take it over and really drive the basketball full court length.
Cam doesn't miss a shot in this game tonight. I know that has to feel good for him. We continue. It's become a trend here in home district games where
true.
Cam is at his most efficient. I don't want to mess with that. We'll keep that going. Only 7 for Ja'Kai Pardinger tonight, but didn't need too much for him, and he was all over the place defensively. Was the Cats' best rebounder in this game as well, with 7 rebounds to pace the Wildcats. 9 points for Allen Johnson. He makes 3 3-pointers again. That's 5 out of the last 7 games. He's made at least 3 3-pointers, coming off that 4 3-pointer performance last time out against Logan County. 6 points for Xavier Hampton, all in the fourth quarter. 5 for Kamari Phillips, 2 for Jameer Brooks, a point for Logan Morris, rounds out the scoring for the Wildcats, who win it 77-50 over Todd County Central, led by the 13 from Connor Holder, 9 from Spencer Poole, the breakout performance with 2 points all season coming into this game, 7 from J.R. Caldwell, 6 from Brett Harris, and 5 for Tay Shimwell, 4 for Hunter Johnson, and 2 points apiece for Devin Shutt, J.J. Glass, and Jaden Carrington. The Rebels fall to 1-21 overall in the season, 0-3 in district play. The Wildcats now 5-12, 2-1 most importantly in district play, as we're set to be joined in just a moment by the head coach of the Wildcats, D. Spencer, who I know much happier with his team's energy, effort, and overall performance just night and day from a week ago to tonight's game, as the Wildcats again pick up that second district win. Coach Spencer, I know that it was a long week in between games after that Logan County game to get your team set for this one. The number one thing that stood out to me all night long was the energy from your team defensively, and that really bled into the confidence on the offensive end as well. I know you weren't happy at all with the defensive performance against Logan County. How did you feel about the effort and energy tonight?
That's the first thing I told them when we walked in the, excuse me. When we walked in the locker room, first thing I told them, I said, man, your energy.
Yep.
Your energy was there. You know, that's what we got to have. I think our defense was a lot better. We were a lot focused on the defensive end over the last 3-4 days. I thought the guys played well, man.
And tonight, made some layups.
Well,
team shot 50% from the floor in this one.
Well, we still missed several, but it was better than other
It was
nights.
better.
I will say that.
It was better. And the guys were a lot more confident on those drives. Took some contact, had a lot more and ones noticeably tonight. And I know we'll always pick at free throws. I know you like more of those to fall. 12 for 18 as a team, but I continue to watch somebody like Brody. His confidence continues to rise, and somebody that needed the confidence boost from this game, Cole Scherer, coming out with a career-high 14 points. Great to see him get going again offensively.
Well, I mean, we've been telling Cole, man, we've got to have him. He just lost of confidence, so we just got to have him where we just try to keep him to one dribble around the paint, around the bucket, so he can score. So, I'm super proud of my guys, man. Cole, everybody played well. Cole was super aggressive.
Yes.
And he got us going, so I'm super proud of him.
And I said this multiple times on the broadcast. Ja'Kai, just 7 points in this game, but leads your team in rebounding, was deflecting passes. I wish we had a counter for how many balls he's kicked over the course of this season. My favorite thing about him is whether or not the shots are falling, he's always going to contribute in some way, shape, or form.
Well, I mean, when he's that kind of guy for us, man, he wants to score. Don't get me wrong. He is looking to score, but he can affect the game in more than one way. So I'm super proud of him. He played great defense tonight. He rebounded the ball. He got other guys involved, and that's what it's all about.
I want to know who taught Jaden that little spinning baby hook. Where did that come from?
He's been doing it. He's been doing it since he got here, man.
I thought you were going to say he popped out of the womb doing that move. I mean, it looked like it.
Well, the first time he did it, he walked. We was like, what is he doing? Like, he didn't do what he normally did. So, like I said, man, I'm super proud of these guys. Everybody played. They contributed. And we just got to play with that kind of energy every night.
I know that there are a lot of people you want to catch up with here, a lot of friends and family. So, Coach, I'll let you go enjoy this one. Congratulations on the win.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
That's Coach D. Spencer joining us as the Wildcats take it 77-50 tonight over Todd County Central. Again, moving to 2-1 in District 13 play as the Rebels fall to 0-3. One more thing for us to do on the boys' side, and that's to pick out our Pelican Snowballs of Franklin Player of the Game. It's a tough ask, a tall task for us tonight to try to pick out a player of the game amongst all the options. I mean, Brody set a career high in back-to-back games, for goodness sake. I almost want to give it to Jaden Lunsford just for the 2 spinning baby hooks, but I'm going to refrain from doing that. But I think everything considered, everything coming into this game, everything that we've talked about, TV, and the importance, Coach Spencer has talked about it, we've harped on it. I think it's got to go to Cole Scherer with his career-high 14 points tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he, again, coming off the gates, just really set the tone for this Franklin Simpson team. 3 for 4 in the first quarter, and just all over the place when it comes to rebounding the basketball, creating turnovers, shooting the ball efficiently. So I would agree with you. I think his best game isn't coincidental that this team played its best basketball.
Cole Scherer, your Pelican Snowballs of Franklin Player of the Game tonight. With over 100 snowball flavors, Pelicans is a perfect place for you and your family to get a treat. Be on the lookout for the start of their next season. Wildcats win at 77-50. We're going to step away. When we come back, we get you set for the girls matchup between Franklin Simpson and Todd County Central in the main event of a homecoming Friday night here on Frank Cardwell Court. You're listening now to Lady Cat Basketball on 92.3 WFKN. Let's do a couple minutes again. Are we still cutting in and out? Okay. Do you think we should stick with this, or would you rather switch it over to the phone? Okay. If it gets worse, just let me know. I think they were cut out. If it gets worse, let me know.
Hey, you got the 4K? The 4K?
All right, TV, your job at some point or another is to chase down Cole.
And I will make sure it gets to Cole specifically. I won't make the mistake.
Here's your weapon.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah.
Oh, it is. Oh, yeah, that's true. I'm going to stick that on Risha all game. I'm going to put it on LaRisha, and we'll feed it into this. I want a LaRisha mic.
A LaRisha mic. You get him out there, boy?
That would be cool, though. I don't know if I got any more in or outputs. There might be, I don't know if there's a headphone output on the back of that. There might be one on here, I don't know. Getting you set now for the girls matchup between Franklin Simpson and Todd County Central. The Lady Cats, the class of this 13th district, the reigning district tournament champions. And tonight we get a rematch of last year's district tournament championship game. It was Franklin Simpson and Todd County Central that faced off at Russellville High School. Franklin Simpson started the game on a 17-2 run before winning 66-37 to punch their ticket to the region tournament as champions of the district. As the runners-up, Todd County advanced as well. We mentioned this earlier in the broadcast, but if you're just now joining us, Todd County would make it further in the tournament than the Lady Cats. They would be knocked out, Franklin Simpson would, by Bowling Green in the semifinals. Todd County Central, on the opposite side of the bracket, they run all the way to the championship game, where ultimately they would be defeated by those Lady Purples of Bowling Green. They've come back this season Expectations were high, picked by many to be the second best team in this district. Had a very disappointing blowout loss against Logan County that has them at 1-1 in district play, 12-8 overall in the season, ranked number 10 in the area poll done by the Bowling Green Daily News. Franklin Simpson has been number 1 in that poll all season long. They are ranked number 6 in the state coming into tonight. And TB, we talked about the Wildcats finding their shot from outside in the game against Logan County. It was the same thing for the Lady Cats. They doubled up their season high, hit 8 3-pointers in that 63-39 win over Logan County. They continue to dominate this district, doing it in different ways. And I know Jasmine Savage is happy to be back on this floor. She has been on fire as of late.
Yeah, she has. She's really been finding her shot after struggling a little bit in that 2A championship tournament. Coming back from that and just really putting on game after game, good shooting performances, kind of getting her three-point shot up a little bit. And then, of course, we got to talk about Larisha, who in that last game against Logan County, 8 for 13, or unofficially, you could have the correct stats, 8 for 13 from the field, missed a couple of threes, and really kind of got back on track with shooting the ball efficiently.
It was 8 for 14.
8 for
Our
14.
unofficial stats were so close. We were
So
one
close.
off, but that tells you how good of a job we do keeping them. By we, I mean you. Regardless, Larisha, double-double. She hit both of her averages right on cue, 21 points, 11 rebounds, and the efficiency was the big thing. We talked about that with her and this team overall. It's been a theme with the Wildcats, but for the Lady Cats in particular, if they want to gear up to compete at the highest level, efficiency has to be there. They shot it terribly as a team up at the 2A tournament, were incredibly inefficient in their other loss of the season against Cooper at the Queen of the Commonwealth. And speaking of the Queen of the Commonwealth, Chloe Smith had not hit a three-pointer since the Queen of the Commonwealth. She went 2 for 2 from three-point range in that game against Logan County, had 10 points in double figures for the 6th time this year. And TB, that may not seem like a big number, but she's really thrived against this region. She's been in double figures in 4 of the 7 games Franklin Simpson has played against region opponents, was in double figures against both Russellville and Logan County. I expect her to look to assert herself again offensively in this game, but I'm really expecting TB a big game for Lanaya Brown and Vanessa Ray. They dominated against Todd County Central last year. Combined to just 5 for 16 against Logan County. Had great games against Russellville. But if you go back to Todd County Central in that championship game, I've referenced this multiple times. The Lady Cats wanted a blowout. But Todd County Central showed everybody the blueprint defensively of what to do against Franklin Simpson. Larisha Cawthorn had just 7 points on 6 field goal attempts in that game. Larisha's been in double figures every game since then. 20 straight she's scored in double figures for Franklin Simpson. In that game, it was all Lanaya and Vanessa. 16 points for Lanaya Brown in that championship game. Vanessa Ray had a then career high 15 points. Those two combining for 31. That was 6 points less than Todd County Central had as a team. It would be fantastic to see those two let loose after they struggled against Logan County. Lanaya just 5 points on 2 for 8 shooting. Vanessa just 6 points on 3 for 8 shooting.
And I think we see that mostly come all the time with both of theirs, specifically both of them, great defensive pressure, stealing the ball, creating turnovers, and both of them have a really great job in running in transition and getting open. I mean, specifically Lanaya, I mean, she will bulldoze her way to the paint and score even in her smaller stature. She will find her way to the layup. And then Vanessa Ray, I mean, we've seen her so many times stop on a dime and pull up from the free throw line or close that kind of extended paint area. And so having them to kind of come alive, and along with Larisha, I mean, this team, again, like we talk about every single game, every single time we go into these games, they can really blow games out of the water when those three really get it going.
Lady Cats have won all 7 of their games against Region 7 teams, all of them by double digits. They put up at least 60 points now in 6 of those 7 games. Only done it in 2 times in the other 11 games they've played, averaging 65 per game against Region 4 teams. That includes those district wins against Russellville and Logan County. They're winning by an average margin. It's ridiculous what they do in region play. Last year it was around 30 points per game. It's around that same mark this season. They're 8-0 this year when they hit 60. Again, 6 of those have come against region opponents. And the biggest number, TB, hasn't even been the scoring. It's the rebounding against region teams. They've had at least 30 rebounds in every region game, out-rebounding teams by an average of 15 per game. The margin has been double digits in 6 of the 7, and the exception was a 9 margin against Allen County, Scottsville. Double-digit margin against Russellville and Logan County. And you figure tonight it'll be at least a bit bigger of a challenge against Todd County Central as potentially for the final time on this floor, depending on what happens in the district tournament. Franklin Simpson will match up against 5'10 senior Alexis Taylor, just signed to play college basketball at Midway, averaging 18 points, 9 rebounds per game, is also their best facilitator with 3 assists per game. Franklin Simpson historically has played her well, but here in her senior season, you know she's going to come in with an extra chip on her shoulder, looking to make a statement tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I remember from last year where she was a force multiplier, if you say. I mean, even when she may have not found her shot, she was able just to create a lot of offense because teams had to really play and specifically scheme against her. And so I think they're going to look for the same thing for her tonight, along with the scoring, and to get her and Shemwell really just going in this team to try to find some points to match up against this Franklin team who, like you said, can be very explosive at times.
Taylor had 13 points in the first regular season matchup between these two teams at Todd County Central. Just 1 for 11 from the field in the second game played here at Franklin Simpson. But in that first game, Taylor was not the story. The story was Jordan Shimwell, the then 8th grader who broke out for 20 points in that opening game, became a key contributor the rest of the way for Todd County Central. She's their 3rd leading scorer on the season, averaging 9 points per game at 31% from the floor. Jemiah Kay is their 2nd leading scorer at 13 points per game on the season. She makes a really good front court duo alongside of Alexis Taylor. Lady Cats are going to have to find a way to manage those two in this game here tonight. We're going to take a break. When we come back, starting lineups and tip-off between Todd County Central and Franklin Simpson on the girls' side here at Homecoming. Franklin Simpson on 92.3 WFKN. Let's do a minute.
Mr. Smith, what was that call about last Friday night?
Well, Doc, I thought he crossed the line.
I'm pretty sure everyone in the stands thought you were the one that crossed the line with that call.
I guess I get that all the time, Doc.
Well, I'm glad you finally came in here to get your eyes checked at Wilkins Eyecare.
And like I said, I hear that all the time.
Go Cats!
Wilkins Eyecare, 705 North Main Street, Franklin, Kentucky.
Smith, what was that call about last Friday night?
Well, Doc,
Franklin Simpson, the Lady Cats 16-2 overall on the year, unbeaten in the region, unbeaten in the district. They're 2-0 in District 13 play under 5th-year head coach Ashley Taylor, who the last time she was on this floor collected career win number 100 for her career. She is 101-26 overall, 33-2 against this district. The Lady Cats go 3 guards, 2 forwards, Lanaya Brown, Jasmine Savage, Vanessa Ray, the senior trio in the backcourt, highlighted by your homecoming queen here tonight, Jasmine Savage, who looks to keep hot after a season-high 15 points, 5 three-pointers made against Logan County. Rounding out the starting 5 is the best front court duo this region has to offer, 5'8" junior Chloe Smith and 5'11" senior Larisha Cawthorn. Todd County Central again in gray uniforms with red numbers, Todd Central written in red, outlined in white above the numbers on the chest of the jersey on the front. Franklin Simpson base white uniforms, blue numbers outlined in gray, with blue coming down the sides with some gray speckles down those left and right sides. For the Lady Cats, who come in untouched in this region, in this district, it'll be Cawthorn, the Tennessee Tech commit, going up against the Midway commit Taylor. Those two have gone to battle time after time between their time at Franklin and Todd County Central and Larisha's run at Russellville. Larisha wins the tip uncontested, and we're underway. Lanaya Brown holds it on the right wing up top to Savage. Cawthorn wants it left wing, gets it there. And being pressured tightly out there by Chloe Collins, gives it out to Brown. Now to Chloe Smith. Wraps around at the top of the key, holds it up there, had her pass deflected, and it's stolen away by Shimwell. Jordan Shimwell in transition. Her layup missed it. She was wide open from the left block and couldn't get it to go. Cawthorn got the rebound, her pass deflected, and stolen away again. 2 quick steals for Todd County Central. Then it's thrown off the back of Garrett and picked up by Vanessa Ray. Franklin Simpson gifted the opportunity for both teams still to be scoreless.
Yeah, just a quick, hectic first minute of the game.
Down low, pass thrown away. 3 straight turnovers for Franklin Simpson as Savage wanted to get it to Chloe Smith, posted up down low, and threw it out of bounds on the baseline.
And I think right now you tell your team to settle down on the offensive end. You see that they're going to run in the zone, and again, pack the paint like every other team has. You got to work your set.
Ball on the right side with Collins, now into the corner to Garrett. The 5'5 junior is their best shooting threat to Alexis Taylor. Holds it on the elbow, takes a contested jumper, and swishes it home, falling away. Wow.
And like I said, I mean, she's the one to really get something going.
2-0, they lead it. As Vanessa Ray holds it at the top of the key, minute 20 in Franklin Simpson scoreless. Savage and Ray passing it back and forth, now to Brown on the right wing. Sends it cross court to Savage on the baseline. Cawthorn to Chloe Smith down low, has it knocked away. Ball still being fought for. Smith is the one to come up with it, runs into 2 defenders, misses the short jumper. Cawthorn gets the putback, and Franklin Simpson is on the board, a minute 40 in.
And I think that will set up their full court press where hopefully they can really make something going. That was kind of a struggle of an offensive possession for them.
Taylor brings it up, able to break the pressure and give it off to Shimwell. Averaging 9 points per game. Just a 31% shooter from the floor. And it goes on the right side to Garrett. Guarded by Brown, gives it over to Shimwell. Fakes a pass into the corner, now wraps to the top of the key. Now to Taylor at the free throw line. Turns, faces, guarded by Cawthorn. Drives right, spins back left, lost it. Got it back, just stuck right now with nowhere to go. Flips up a wild shot, misses long, and Chloe Smith gets the rebound. She'll bring it up herself. Smith up the right side of the floor, gives it off to Ray. Vanessa darts it up top. Jasmine Savage wide open for 3. That one misses long. Cawthorn pulls it in, palmed it with the left hand, and then scored from 5 feet out. I don't know how she controlled that ball.
I don't know either, and that's the asset of having somebody that is able to really find their knack of getting rebounds, even in a long missed 3. I mean, just able to really track the ball down and score.
Alexis Taylor thought about a 3 from the left side, doesn't take it, instead drives to the free throw line, kicks it out, right side, triple on the way. That one's missed off the front side of the rim by Shimwell, rebounded by Chloe Smith. Up ahead, Cawthorn tries to fit a bounce pass in between 3 defenders, but it's knocked out of bounds, couldn't fit it into Brown. And instead the Lady Cats will have a baseline inbound, and for the first time this season, what a welcome sight. Not only no walking boot, but in the game, Nasia Nolan, who gets a huge ovation from the Franklin Simpson crowd. The Lady Cats take advantage of the distraction, get it into Cawthorn, who's left alone from the left elbow, and she's got all 6.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the ovation from the Franklin Simpson fans served as an assist.
So good to see Nasia back. Averaged 5 points per game last year, made 26 3-pointers, and that's the big thing. Finally cleared to play after missing the first 18 games with a stress fracture in her foot. Ball kicked on the far side. It'll stay with Todd County Central. And there, I think, too, a strategic move from Coach Taylor in a slow game to know that bringing Nasia in is going to give her girls a jolt here in terms of the energy.
Exactly.
Shimwell drives in from left to right, going against Butler, missed the layup long. And Michaela comes back to contest the rebound, forces the jump ball against Taylor. And it'll stay with Todd County Central underneath.
But to go back, I mean, it's so important to have Nasia back. With a team that recently they haven't struggled from 3, but over the course of the season, they really have struggled from perimeter shooting. So to have her back and just to have an extra added bonus of a threat from the perimeter will be huge.
And another great defender to add to this backcourt. The rich get richer there. Chloe Collins drives right side. Cut off on the wing, now it goes left side. Shimwell tries a corner 3. Missed it short. Cawthorn with another rebound. Larisha brings it across in transition. Stops at the top of the key. Gives it to Nolan. Thought she would shoot it instead. Back to Cawthorn. Right side, Savage. She's not going to turn down a 3, and she bangs it home. And all of a sudden, you can't put all of your attention on her.
I mean, even in the beginning of the game, you saw they changed their defensive pressure.
As Taylor just falls down trying to bring it into the front court. Cawthorn helps her up. It goes out of bounds to Franklin Simpson. Ray comes out, Savage out, Downey in, Lanaya Brown back in.
But as I was saying about Savage, and the games beforehand, they were letting her shoot a lot of open shots, and we've seen the shift now. As she continued to make it, now teams have to respect her, and then having another player as Nation Nolan coming in, like, who do you respect in this game?
Sav has made 9 of her last 23 pointers now. Nolan tries a right wing three, missed it short, and it's rebounded by Taylor. Boy, she's going to hunt that make, I promise you that. As Shimwell brings it across half court, picked up by Lanaya Brown. Now it goes over on the right wing to Garrett. Into the corner, driving off the dribble, cut off by Cawthorn. It's left for Collins, and she's fouled on the layup try going across the lane. So it'll be 2 free throws for 5'2" sophomore Chloe Collins.
And after that initial minute of just kind of chaos, as I would call it, we've seen this Franklin Simpson team kind of settle down and start running their offense to get good looks at the basket.
This is where Todd County Central thrives. They're very similar to Logan County. They take 18 free throws per game as a team. Went 8 for 18 in the district loss to Logan County. 19 for 31 in their win against Russellville. Collins splits the 2 free throws. That breaks up a Franklin Simpson 9-0 run. And the Lady Cats lead at 9-3 with 3 minutes left in the opening quarter. Majayla Butler holds it on the right wing. Now sends it up top to Larisha Cawthorn. To Chloe Smith in the corner. She's cut off. Has it knocked away initially by Collins. Gets it back now up top to Cawthorn. Fakes the top of the key three. Now to Chloe Smith. Drives, kicks. Brown holds it, fires it. Sanaya Downey leaves it down low. Butler, extra pass. Chloe Smith fouled on the jumper. But she'll take 2 free throws after the miss.
And we talked about it, right? Getting the ball in the short corner and able to make stuff happen when you get the ball down low. We've seen this team struggle really getting some offense on the half-court set. And so to see them move the ball around and get a good look.
That's the big thing. To break out of a half-court funk, you've got to move the ball. And there, everybody got a touch as Chloe makes the first free throw.
We know this team is at their best when they're running in transition and stealing the ball, but whenever you can't do that, you have to rely on your half-court set. And so to be able to work on that will pay dividends for this team.
Second free throw up. That one misses off the heel. Cawthorn gets the rebound, though. Steps through, around, and her putback is good. Larisha's already got 8 points in this game.
8 points and 5 total rebounds already in the first quarter.
That was the first missed free throw in 8 games for Chloe Smith and made 12 in a row before that miss. As up top, Shimwell loses it out of bounds, being pressured by the Lady Cat guards who are just kind of rotating through around on everybody. It's not been set matchups. As Downey comes out, Savage back in a 12-3 ball game with 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter.
I think you might look to see a Savage 3 here.
Ray tries to throw it to Sav, who was wide open in the corner and threw it out of bounds. Threw it over her head and out of bounds, and there Coach Savage telling her to make the pass to the big first and let Larisha make that pass.
Especially when you get the ball to Larisha. I mean, the defense initially turns their head straight to her.
Shimwell brings it across, guarded by Ray. Spins to her right, gets inside, floats it up, missed it off the right side, and Ray gets the rebound. Gets around Collins. Vanessa in transition, leaves it off for Brown. She lost it, kicks it out Cawthorn. Fakes the 3. Passes to Savage. Now it's started onto the right side. Ray, baseline. Chloe Smith drives, steps around the defender, and makes the left-handed layup from the right side.
And that was just great control, knowing that Taylor was on her right side. And so, again, to be able to use your left and your right, as timeout is called by Todd Central, I mean, it was just amazing play by Chloe Smith.
She's been working on that left hand a ton over the last 2 years. That was a thing of beauty. And the Lady Cats now lead at 14-3 on a 14-1 run after Todd County Central came out. They scored the first bucket. They forced 3 straight Franklin Simpson turnovers to start this game. The Lady Cats have settled in with 142.
For a place to connect, grow, and worship, discover Franklin First United Methodist Church in downtown Franklin. Join us every Sunday for 2 uplifting services. Experience our traditional service at 9 a.m., where hymns and heartfelt messages bring our community together. Or come to our contemporary worship service at 11 a.m., where you'll find a lively atmosphere filled with modern music and inspiration. No matter where you are on your faith journey, there's a place for you here. Join us this Sunday at Franklin First United Methodist Church. We can't wait to welcome you home.
I mean, it's just incredible to see her just hunt these offensive rebounds, and perfect from the field, from the free throw line, 5 total rebounds for her. I mean, the only killer for Franklin right now is that they've turned the ball over 4 times in this quarter. But not to say on the other side that we've seen this Todd Central team turn the ball over 3 times as well. So
Lady Cats have been able to get out and run. We said to expect a big game from Lanaya Brown and Vanessa Ray. Forget that I said that. I don't know who had their first foul. I'm bad at my job as Coach Taylor came over to see who got the first foul for them. I didn't see who it was. As it goes into the backcourt to Shimwell, and she'll bring it across out of the timeout. The one time I get quizzed on something by Coach Taylor, I fail. And there was a lot of pressure. She had a big day, knocked down a three-pointer in the student versus staff game during homecoming. As ball is kicked into the backcourt and out of bounds by Ray. Coach Spencer did a great job officiating that game. Our halftime guest for this game, Coach Taylor had some harsh words for. She said DeFrey Holt was a little too hard line as the official in that game. As Alexis Taylor gets it on the left elbow for Todd County Central, they work it into the left corner. Shimwell drives into a double team and draws a bump.
And I think the bump came initially on the first step of her drive. I think they just called it a little bit late, but the correct call. And right now, there's just no pressure right now for Todd Central. I mean, I bet they want that first layup that they missed back.
That's the second foul on Larisha Cawthorn. She'll stay in for now. Left corner three-pointer missed short by Garrett. Cawthorn slides in to force Garrett to fall out of bounds to save the rebound, but still gets it in safely to Taylor, who sends it to the right side. Three-pointer missed by Kay, and now Cawthorn clears with the rebound. Larisha brings it across herself, down the right side. Leaves it for Savage, then gets it back in the corner. Larisha goes left to Ray on the baseline. Pulls from 16 feet away, missed it short, and Alexis Taylor gets the rebound for Todd County. Very similar to Larisha. She'll get those rebounds and then bring them up herself.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Thought about a top of the key three, didn't take it, instead leaves it up top for Collins. 35 seconds left in the quarter. Franklin Simpson leading 14-3.
And Todd Central needs something to finish this quarter off.
Collins has it up top, guarded by Smith. Tries to drive, now sends it out on the right wing to Shimwell. Defended by Butler. 25 seconds left in the quarter. She wraps back to the top of the key.
They're trying to get Cawthorn to switch with Savage.
She's not going to do it. Now they try to get it to Taylor anyways, and Chloe Smith deflects the pass and scuttled away. Here comes Majayla Butler in transition, holds on to it to the left block, and she's fouled. Layup misses, but 2 free throws for Majayla Butler.
Yeah, on the other end, I mean, Cawthorn was just hounding Taylor, and they were really trying to initiate some kind of switch to get Taylor on the smaller player. But, when you have a star player like Cawthorn, knowing, hey, this is your assignment, and unless all else fails, as Majayla misses her first free throw, all else fails, you need to stick with Taylor and not allow her to get into this game.
Majayla now 6 for 14 at the free throw line this season as Cawthorn and Savage come out. Nasia Nolan back in for Franklin Simpson alongside Lanaya Brown with 9 seconds left in the quarter. Second free throw misses as well for Butler, and Alexis Taylor gets another rebound. 6 seconds left, 5. Shimwell taking her time. That's Collins. She didn't realize the clock situation. 2 seconds left, 1 second left. Just throws up a prayer from the free throw line, nearly answered. But instead, it falls to the floor, and Franklin Simpson holds Todd County to 3 first quarter points. The lead is 14-3 after 1. Franklin Simpson out in front over the Todd County Central Lady Rebels here on 92.3 WF. (14-3), Franklin Simpson leads it after the first 8 minutes as we get set for quarter number 2 at Franklin Simpson High School. Lady Cats get the ball first. Larisha Cawthorn leads everybody with 8 points 3 points for Jasmine Savage and 3 points for Chloe Smith. Sav has it on the right wing. She's now just 8 points away from 500 for her career. Tried to bring that down to 5 with a 3. Missed it off the right side, and it's rebounded by Todd County Central. Here comes Jemiah Kay in transition. Gets around the first defender, Sav. Great job of cutting her off on the baseline. The pass is tipped by Nasia Nolan and picked up by Savage. Off to Ray. Vanessa, right side, slips past the defender, but has it blocked from behind by Shimwell, who controls the rebound, but then stepped out of bounds on the baseline.
And again, a first 30 seconds of just kind of chaos right now.
That looks much more like how the first quarter started.
It did. But you get your team settled up. You have an under the basket out of bounds play, and this is the moneymaker play.
Smith gets it, gives it to Savage, now to Brown at the elbow. Nice bounce pass, find to Ray, who finishes on the left block. And immediately, Todd County Central takes a timeout. 41 seconds into the second quarter. 16-3. Franklin Simpson has the lead in this second quarter, brought to you by Wilkins Eyecare. Wilkins Eyecare, we love the Lady Cats and support all the players and coaches Eyecare needs. We are accepting new patients, so call us at 270-776-2020 to make an appointment with Wilkins Eyecare in Franklin. It was all Larisha Cawthorn in that first quarter. Sav hit the 3. That was three-pointer number 151 for her career. So you can do the math there. I said she's almost at 500 career points. Over 450 of those have come from behind the three-point line. So key to have her back into regular form. With Nasia Nolan back now, so much attention is going to be taken away from Sav because you can't just key in on one of those two. Defenses are going to have to pick their poison, and if Nasia can get to where she was last season from behind the arc, it's going to be tough to pick either of those.
Yeah, it's going to be really tough to really have a defensive game plan to stop this wild Lady Cat team.
Maya Kay brings it up out of the timeout. Starting 5 is still out there on the floor for Todd County Central. Shimwell nearly threw it away, but up with it is Garrett, being hounded by Nasia Nolan. Into the corner, Chloe Collins. Lanaya Brown tips it away from her on the sideline, and Todd County Central will try to inbound it from over there.
Yeah, this Lady Cat team is just hounding the ball right now. Both Nasia and Lanaya just not allowing any kind of dribbling.
Shimbo gets it up top. She's guarded by Vanessa Ray. Gets a screen from Taylor. Now picked up by Chloe Smith with Larisha Cawthorn not in the ball game. Shimwell able to create a bit of separation, but Vanessa quickly closes off to Collins. Hounded by Brown. Up top to Kay, and they give it to Alexis Taylor. Isolated on Chloe Smith. Goes left. Fakes right, gets stuck at the elbow. Ray nearly took it away. Taylor takes it back, and she is so good with those contested 12 to 15-foot jumpers as she swishes home another.
And I think she's going to be really hunting for their shot. Not saying any of these posts are not good defensively, but Taylor knows that when Larisha's out, that's her time to shine.
Ray misses a long two-pointer short, rebounded by Todd County Central. It's just a different matchup with Chloe than Larisha. Chloe's a great interior defender, not as comfortable outside as Shimwell gets inside against Ray. Well defended to force the missed layup. Chloe gets the rebound, gets it ahead to Nasia Nolan in transition, and there's basket number 1 for Nasia Nolan in the 2024-25 season. And again, Todd County Central takes a timeout.
And Nasia Nolan raising the roof right there, just so excited to finally get her first bucket. The team rallying around her, just happy as they can be, as I think Coach Taylor's like, all right, let's get settled back in. And we got the game to play, but we love to see it.
I told her in her one post-game interview that she did when she came over after not having played in the game that I would reserve the spot in the bottom of the scorebook just for her. And I was true to my word. As ugly as it looks, out of order numerically, there's Nasia Nolan down there with her 2 points back for Franklin Simpson. The Lady Cats riding that momentum to a 16-5 start to this game with 5:58 left in the second quarter, brought to you by Wilkins Eyecare. They're accepting new patients, so call them at 270-776-2020 to make an appointment. Todd County Central has had nothing for this Franklin Simpson pressure, and TBI, honestly, as much as I talked about in the pregame, Todd County Central's adjustment defensively to limit Franklin Simpson last year, I don't know offensively what they do against this Franklin Simpson defense, because it hasn't even been the full court pressure that we're used to seeing cause problems. It's just been half court pressure.
Yeah, I mean, just as good as Shimwell has been, I mean, these Franklin Simpson guards is right now, Vanessa is just hounding on the defensive end. I mean, not having anybody to really get it to Taylor to do anything, and
Kay gets through a triple team as she nearly lost it. Franklin Simpson came out to try to get the steal, gets it over to Garrett. Her three-pointer misses. Vanessa Ray has the rebound. Up ahead, tried to fire it to Cawthorn, but it's stolen away by Garrett. And now Jemiah Kay, the junior forward, averaging around 13 points per game, but scoreless so far tonight, brings it across half court. They get it down low. Taylor, her best look so far, and she's fouled by Jasmine Savage, so 2 free throws on the way for Alexis Taylor. There, they finally got that switch they wanted, but only got it because of the transition look.
Yeah, and that's what they're going to want to get. They're going to really try to get Taylor away from Larisha as much as they can.
Misses the first free throw long. She's averaging 18 points, 9 rebounds, 65% free throw shooter. Just like Larisha Cawthorn gets there around 6 times per game. Is third in the state with 11 double-doubles on the season. Larisha Cawthorn, for her part, 13 double-doubles this year. As the second free throw falls for Taylor. And Todd County Central gets their first point of their second score of the quarter. And it's now 18-6. Chloe Smith wide open on the right baseline. Again, great ball movement from Franklin Simpson. Larisha with that big-to-big connection again.
Love to see the ball movement in the front court, in the half court offense.
Ball on the right side in the hands of Garrett. Now sends it over on the left wing. Franklin Simpson is really trying to work on this half court pressure, and it's been dialed in tonight. They want to pressure without having to do it full court.
Yeah, Coach Taylor has talked about that. Sometimes you're not going to have those looks to pressure full court. So
Shimwell lost it off her own leg, got it back. 4.5 minutes left before halftime. It's 20-6 Franklin Simpson. Chloe Collins right wing. Gives it to Garrett. Now up top, Alexis Taylor. Thought about a three, didn't take it. Instead gives it back to Garrett. She's got an open look from the right wing. Missed it long. Alexis Taylor gets the rebound against Chloe Smith. Spins right, missed the layup long, and Larisha gets the rebound. Chloe's hurt behind the play, and they're going to blow the whistle dead for this one. I think Chloe was hit on the nose when Taylor got that ball back initially. She gives a quick thumbs up to Coach Taylor. She's going to come out of the game. Sanaya Downey will come in. Larisha goes to check on Chloe. She's just going to take a breather.
I think Larisha might actually hit her on the way up for the rebound.
Might have been. Somehow she got hit in that sequence. And then Larisha was the one to come down with the rebound. Franklin Simpson, after the injury timeout, has possession. Downey on the right wing to Brown. Savage left wing. Down low. Now it's kicked back out to Sav. Up top, Brown. Nearly stolen away. Lanaya spins through, though. Free throw line. Jumper. Smooth roll off the back of the rim and falls.
I mean, we've talked about it, right? Whenever the teams pack their paint, to be able to have an offense to counteract that. And Franklin right now has proven that they've been working on that.
22-6, the Franklin Simpson lead. Ball overthrown as Kay was trying to throw it from right wing to left to Taylor, and it goes over her head and out of bounds into the Franklin Simpson bench.
And, you know, the struggle with teams against Franklin Simpson is you can have this deficit, and the reason why teams aren't able to really come back is because they don't really ever get shots up because the pressure by this Franklin Simpson team.
You can't come back without points, and you can't get points if you can't shoot it. You can't shoot it if you turn it over. Downey has it right wing, gives it to Cawthorn at the elbow, hits a cutting Lanaya Brown, goes around Taylor and gets contact. 2 free throws for Lanaya Brown after the foul on Alexis Taylor. 3:25 left before halftime, 22-6 Franklin Simpson. Lanaya Brown will have 2 free throws. The first misses long. Lady Cats now just 1 for 5 at the free throw line in this game. Coach Taylor set a high bar. She said, I want this team to shoot 80% at the free throw line. They're shooting 60% on the season, and they're now 1 for 6 tonight as the second one rims out. Taylor gets it at half court, brings it up guarded by Brown. Into the corner, Garrett. Double team. Cawthorn goes in to tie her up, and the jump ball called. Arrow will keep it with the Lady Rebels.
Yeah, I mean, their defensive plan is to try to force the ball to get to the corner to where they can have that double team, that trap right there. And again, there's nothing you can do whenever you have a Larisha Cawthorn towering over you in the corner.
Shimwell had come out for a moment. She's going to check back in for Todd County Central. Garrett comes out. We see Catherine Ballard in for the first time, 5'5" freshman averaging 3 points per game on the season. Has scored 6 points in each of her last 2 games. Todd County Central coming in on a 3-game winning streak. Just got an overtime win over Butler County the last time out. As Shimwell works right side, goes behind the back, picked up by Ray, who makes her pick up her dribble at the elbow to Collins. Slices through against Downey. Well defended, shot missed, and Jasmine Savage takes the rebound away out of the hands of Ballard. Here comes Ray, cross court, Downey, left corner, sets, fires, and she got it to go off the glass. Coach Savage is laughing about it. In fact, I think 3 of the 4 coaches are laughing about it. The exception, Coach Taylor, who's too busy telling her girls to get back on defense. Right side, first look for Kay, misses way long, and Butler gets the rebound.
And these are the possessions where Franklin Simpson really asserts their dominance.
Downey again from the corner. That one missed long, and it's rebounded on the opposite side by Jemiah Kay. If she banked home 2 in a row, this place would have come unglued. Left wing, Chloe Collins holds it into the corner. Taylor, she's going to fire up a 3. That one missed well long. Rebound tipped out off the hand of Ballard, who reached over Savage to contest it. And it's Franklin Simpson ball as Smith and Nasia Nolan come in. Savage out as well as Sanaya Downey. And it's clear, TB, early on, as good as this team is, they're already better with Nasia Nolan back.
Oh, like you talked about it, right? First of all, the defensive pressure, it's going to do wonders for this team even more. Having more people in the rotation to not allow people to get tired. And then on offensively, just another threat to shoot the ball.
She's got it on the right wing. Thought about stepping into a 3. Instead, Vanessa Ray steps into a long 2. She was a foot inside the 3-point line and swished it home. The offense has come to life here with 1:40 left before halftime. Just 13 points in the quarter, but they've started to hit their stride and lead at 27-6. Tip pass, Nasia Nolan collects it. Looking ahead, just throws it overhead to Chloe Smith to the right block. Last minute, gets rid of it to Ray, and she scores the transition basket. Vanessa's now got 6.
And we know this team is amazing in transition and very unselfish as well.
Yes.
They will always make the extra pass when it's needed.
Shimwell has it knocked away. Vanessa Ray in a foot race, nearly caught from behind, gets the layup to go anyways, wrapping around Jemiah Kay. She gives up 7 inches in that matchup, did not care.
That was the first time I've seen somebody keep up with Vanessa Ray.
They were
I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot. Yeah, coming in hot. Just like the fajita. I write what I live. My life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow.
Tyler Eaton and Tavius Babb with you in a game that the first quarter was all Arisha Cawthorn. It was all about the offensive rebounds. Here, TB, this has been what the district championship game looked like. Turnovers, runouts, Vanessa Ray getting out in transition, making things happen, and I guess the occasional banked in 3 from Sanaya Downey.
Yeah, all of that contributed to a great quarter. Vanessa Ray, 8 points in the quarter, 4 for 6 shooting-wise, and I think we've seen it just about in every game. Vanessa Ray, just a quarter, she just kind of takes over offensively and defensively.
Ball is on the left wing with Shimwell out of the timeout. 50 seconds left before halftime. Gives it over on the right wing to Chloe Collins. She's got a point. Alexis Taylor has 5. That's the scoring for Todd County Central. Taylor, right side, thought about a 3, but Vanessa Ray came up from behind and knocked it away. Now steps into one because nobody picked her up for Franklin Simpson. Rattles out no good, and Chloe Smith gets the rebound. Her pass deflected. Majayla Butler up with it. Being chased down from behind, picks up her dribble just short of half court, gives it off to Ray with 25 seconds left before halftime.
And at this pace, they would have stopped Todd Central from scoring more, or only 6 points in the game.
Ray runs to the right side. Nolan up top. Gives it back to Ray, and they'll reset with 12 seconds left. Trying to get things aligned for this final play. Left side, Nolan. 7 seconds, 6 seconds. Nolan to Ray. Left elbow jumper thrown up. Missed off to the right side. Rebounded by Kay. That wasn't a clean final possession. Shimwell doesn't get a chance to get a shot off. It's not about the offense so far. It's all about the defense for Franklin Simpson. They allow 3 points in the first quarter, 3 points in the second quarter. And head coach Nick Suttle and his Todd County Central Lady Rebels, they've got a Rubik's Cube to try and solve at halftime in this game. Just 6 points in the opening half. They trail it 31-6 as we head to the halftime. break. We'll step away. When we come back, we'll get you all the stats from this opening half of play. A little bit of recap of the Wildcat win to start the night, and we'll look ahead at what's up next for the Lady Cats in particular. They've got a matchup waiting with Bowling Green tomorrow night. Again, your halftime score 31-6. Franklin Simpson leading it over Todd County Central on 92.3 WFKN. Kendra, I'll be darned. He remembered. And he brought me a TV. I don't think it's mine, but I'm claiming it. You're good to get ready whenever you want.
What's up?
The phrase gonna come on.
Oh.
For halftime.
There you go, sir.
Ow, my knee. Can you hear me?
I can, and I know who else can.
Okay.
Kendra, don't be too harsh on the.
For a place to connect, grow, and worship, discover Franklin First United Methodist Church in downtown Franklin. Join us every Sunday for 2 uplifting services. Experience our traditional service at 9 a.m., where hymns and heartfelt messages bring our community together. Or come to our contemporary worship service at 11 a.m., where you'll find a lively atmosphere filled with modern music and inspiration. No matter where you are on your faith journey, there's a place for you here. Join us this Sunday at Franklin First United Methodist Church. We can't wait to welcome you home.
What makes us special is that we look for the story when it comes to our customers.
Just listening to them, talking to them, figuring out a little bit about their background. A larger bank is not going to ask you those questions to figure out the end goal for you.
We stuck with Franklin Bank and Trust for over 10 years, easily because of the service.
I like to think of us more than just checking accounts and loans and things, but dreams and goals and aspirations is what we're trying to help people reach.
Franklin Bank and Trust, hometown banking at its best.
I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot. Yeah, coming in hot. Just like the fajita. I write what I live. My life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Didn't know, and as soon as I found it, maybe late October, we felt like there was just too much tradition and history not to make a big to-do about it.
Yeah.
A lot of great things have happened in 50 years. For example, in the last 50 years, we've had over 800.
Smith, what was that call about last Friday night?
Well, Doc, I thought he crossed the line.
I'm pretty sure everyone in the stands thought you were the one that crossed the line with that call.
I guess I get that all the time, Doc.
Well, I'm glad you finally came in here to get your eyes checked at Wilkins Eyecare.
And like I said, I hear that all the time.
Go, Cats!
Wilkins Eyecare, 705 North Main Street, Franklin, Kentucky.
Coach Taylor and Coach Savage, Coach Parringer, Coach McKinney, they do a great job. They do a great job of connecting dots and, reaching back to, the former players that made our Lady Cats so great.
Yeah, which is so important because if your aspiration, which this team's is to win the region and go compete for a state championship, what better resource than to reach back to the teams that we've seen already do that here at Franklin Simpson.
100%. And another amazing thing that I think I knew, but I didn't think about it. When we're having our reception, I looked back and I looked across everybody sitting down, and I realized we've got some generational things going on with our Lady Cats. We've got daughters that played, mothers that played, we've got sisters that played, and it's just amazing to see how the ladders of Lady Cats that have played. You take, I don't want to start calling names, but you take the Gooch sisters, and then you take Rita Gooch and Pam Gooch, and, their aunt, their niece Chastity played, and then Drea, and so many, and Shanor and Jennifer, and, just so many sisters.
And they're going to keep going.
100%. 100%.
It's such a special thing, too, to me. The last thing I want to make sure to talk about, because I've noticed this over the last couple of years in particular, and it's something I've always loved about Franklin Simpson, because one of my first experiences with sports in general was diving into the women's sports at WKU and focusing on girls' sports here at Franklin Simpson. That was my first role with the radio station. The support for female athletics at Franklin Simpson High School is incredible, and especially for this girls basketball program. I heard so many people say this up at the two-way tournament or anywhere this team goes. You do not see crowds that travel for teams like we have.
And Cody, I'm showing my age here, but going back to the 70s, Franklin has we've always been known for our support.
Yeah.
Back in the early 80s, my dad would take 2 buses to football games. He would fill up 2 4-day passenger buses, and the community, it's just an amazing community as far as sports, and it goes way, way back. And to add to what you're saying, we bragged on our former players being great people. This Lady Cat team we've got now, not just on the basketball court, but I'm more impressed about, how they are across the board with their attitude.
You couldn't ask for better role models.
No, these girls are great. They're funny. Today they went to the elementary schools.
I saw that.
Hung out with, a lot of the kids at elementary schools. And, we just – they are a reflection of our wonderful parents, our wonderful community, our wonderful teachers. We've just been blessed in Franklin to do a lot of great stuff. And the Alumni Association, Mr. Wicks, Mr. Slosher, these people have always allowed me to flex and do great alumni things. And I couldn't do it without their support and the support of our sponsors in the community. We got so many sponsors that take on it. It takes a village.
It does.
And, for the last 50 years, our Lady Cats have taken the tutelage of that village and done excellent things.
It's been a busy night for you. The celebration, I know, doesn't end with this game. So, DeFrey, I'll let you go. Continue on with all your roles. Really appreciate you taking the time. I said this during football season. I'm going to say it again. Really appreciate all that you do when it comes to these special occasions, not just a homecoming, but combining that with this 50th anniversary celebration. It's been a very, very special week. It's been a special night. I just want you to know how much I appreciate. I know how many in the community appreciate all that you do for not just Franklin Simpson athletics, but community-wide, everything to do with Franklin Simpson. It is such an asset that we have to have a DeFrey Holt here at Franklin Simpson High.
I appreciate the kind words, and again, I couldn't do it without the support of the community, people like yourself that give back and, give me a forum to talk about the things we do. So again, I appreciate the kind words, my friend, and I could do this 24/7. I love giving back, and I love bringing people back, and I love everybody having a good time.
That's DeFrey Holt joining us here at halftime. DeFrey, appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you, my friend.
We'll get things back over to Tavius Babb as we run through the numbers from this opening half. Again, 31-6, Franklin Simpson leading it at the break. 8 points apiece from Vanessa Ray and Larisha Cawthorn lead the way for Franklin Simpson. 5 points for Chloe Smith, 3 apiece for Sanaya Downey and Jasmine Savage, who make the 2 triples in that opening half for Franklin Simpson. 2 points for Lanaya Brown and a returning 2 points for Nasia Nolan back for Franklin Simpson in this ball game. The scoring summary is pretty simple on the other side for Todd County Central. 5 points for Alexis Taylor, 1 point for Chloe Collins, and that's it in the scoring department for the Lady Rebels in this game. TB, I knew coming in, and we knew coming in, obviously, it's one of those games. It's going to be this case every single game in the 13th district. Franklin Simpson is favored. It's not going to be an if they win, it's a how they win. this has looked much different to me than that Logan County game did. This has just been, let's be real, foot to throat from the moment this game started.
Oh, for sure. I mean, they have really from the well, not from the moment they started, because that first minute was a little bit kind of all over the place. But since then, I mean, they have been amazing from the field. They're shooting 60%. And I think, again, we've talked about it in the season that shooting percentage-wise, they haven't been the best at, but over the last couple of games, they have really turned up the pressure. And so I think hopefully we continue to see that as they go on through the rest of their season.
Wildcats winners in the first game of the night, 77-50, behind a career-high 14 from Cole Scherer, career-high 12 from Brody McAllister, and team-high 15 from Cam Ray. As we get back underway in the second half, Larisha Cawthorn misses a mid-range jumper. Chloe Smith had a second-chance opportunity missed, and it's knocked out of bounds off of Todd County. Central will stay with the Lady Cats, who have dominated the boards in this game. Larisha Cawthorn is well on her way to another one of those double-doubles, which for her career would be 55. Could have had double-digit points, but missed a 5-foot jumper off the inbound. And here comes Todd County the other way.
And if you're Todd County, you're going to have to get some more shots up. And in these past couple quarters, they haven't gotten more than 20 shots up, and so you gotta produce something.
Had a good look there from the right wing from Shimwa. I think was surprised by how open she was. Missed it badly, but an offensive rebound creates another opportunity. Chloe Collins, left side, wraps the top of the key, gives it off to Garrett, who drives in and has it swatted away from behind by Vanessa Ray. Spins around after she nearly lost it as well. Up ahead, Lanaya Brown. Lady Cats have numbers. Lanaya is going to pull from the right side. Doesn't get the bounce. Larisha Cawthorn with the offensive rebound, and she's into double figures now with 10.
I mean, that's what she does. That's what she does. Collecting offensive rebounds. That is her fourth offensive rebound, 8 total of the game.
And it's 33-6, her Lady Cats lead it. Kay drives in. Chloe Smith blocks the shot, standing straight up, and it goes out of bounds off of Chloe's arm to stay with Todd County Central. Just nothing doing anywhere offensively right now for the Lady Rebels.
Yeah, I mean, 2 for 18 as a team.
Had a clean look there off the inbound for Taylor, who just missed the 3-footer. And Savage comes out of the pile with it, still being double-teamed. And they get her for a travel, trying to spin away from it.
We'll turn that into 2 for 19 as a team. Right now, I mean, they're just struggling just getting the ball in the basket. I mean, they have had a couple opportunities where, like you just said, wide open under the basket and just can't finish it.
Inbound comes in on the baseline to Kay, and it's ripped away from behind by Vanessa Ray. Nessa head up in transition to Lanaya Brown, right side, wraps around the baseline and scores on the left block as she sealed off Chloe Collins.
This team likes to run in transition, and when they know they got either Lanaya or Vanessa with the ball, they know that they can run and get easy opportunities at the other end.
Those two have combined for 12 points tonight, already eclipsing the 11 combined they had against Logan County last time out. Vanessa Ray picks off a pass. In transition, splits 2 defenders with a bounce pass to Chloe Smith. Her right block layup misses, but she's fouled and will go to the line for her 3rd and 4th free throws of the night. Chloe with 5 points so far, has been in double figures in the first 2 district games of the season. Just continues to assert herself in these matchups against region teams. The first one rattles home. It's such an interesting thing, TB, because, I mean, the schedule was loaded up for Franklin Simpson with difficult teams outside of the region, but as it pertains to the district and the region tournament, that's who you're stacked up against, so it's hard to kind of go between the two of those and measure up what this Franklin Simpson team is. Second free throw misses. Larisha Cawthorn gets the rebound. Her putback misses short. Lanaya Brown gets another try, and she's fouled.
Yeah, I mean, it's really tough when you have a team that can, in its totality, just rebound the ball well. I mean, I'm looking through some of these numbers. Larisha has 9 rebounds, 5 offensive. Vanessa has 3 rebounds. Chloe has 5 rebounds as the first one goes in. I mean, this team altogether is just very phenomenal at hunting down these defensive and offensive rebounds.
Lanaya makes both free throws. She's got 4 points all in the quarter, and it's 37-6. 38 now as they update the scoreboard. Lady Cats up by 32, 3 points away from that running clock. Just 6 points allowed so far. The lowest they've given up this season, 20. The lowest under Coach Taylor, 14 twice. The latest time last year against Logan County. Might have a chance to put a run at that as another ball is thrown away, picked up by Ray. This time she wins the foot race. Blitz past 2 Lady Rebels. Made it look easy, to get into double figures now with 10. She shot out of a cannon that time.
And 3 steals in the quarter alone for Vanessa Ray. I mean, she is killing it right now.
Taylor wraps around the right side, picked up by Cawthorn. Jabs left, goes right, caught on the block, gives it out to Collins, lost it off her foot, chased it down just short of midcourt, and then they get Brown for a push, trying to pressure out there and force it over and back. Right idea, just a little too aggressive.
Just a little too aggressive, but I don't think you mind that too much in this quarter right now where, I mean, all the momentum and all the game is just in Franklin's favor.
Downey and Nolan back in. Cawthorn and Brown come out. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. It's 40-6 Franklin Simpson. Shimwell holds it right side to Collins. Nearly lost it into her own bench. Got it back down low. Taylor and Smith wraps around her trying to deflect the entry pass.
And that's their look. They're going to try to get it right to Taylor since Cawthorn has came out.
That's been their game plan with no Larisha go right to Taylor. Which there, I don't know if that's the spot you want to go to. I'd go back to where they got it to her up top against Chloe on the perimeter. First foul against Smith. As Kay is looking for an option to get it into, just throws a jump ball and Smith picks it off. Chloe Smith brings it across half court against Taylor, gets all the way to the left block and scores with the left hand. Taylor had no choice but to let her go.
I love to see Chloe, again, just get involved offensively, running the floor, and finishing strong with the hoop.
42-6, the running clock underway. Ray nearly had another steal, but they get her for a reach against Shimwell on the right elbow. And in a 36-point game, the crowd still so engaged to moan about that foul call.
And we've talked about Vanessa Ray in the last couple of games and how she's been filling the stat sheet. She has 3 total rebounds, 3 assists, 6 steals. I mean, she is. And
just knocked another one out of bounds.
I don't know how many deflections. I haven't kept up with that. I probably would run out of space if I counted the deflections. And, I mean, she has just really been all over the court.
When she's at her best, she will fill up the stat sheet. Collins drives, kicks it out to Garrett, being hounded by Nolan. And Ray, you guessed it, tips another pass out of bounds. Lanaya Brown will come back in halfway through this third quarter as the clock ticks away. Jemiah Kay back in for Todd County Central as well. Vanessa Ray, the one to come out for Lanaya. Catherine Ballard in as well for Todd County. Taylor has not come off the floor. That's to be expected. Chloe Collins gets inside, gives it to Alexis Taylor, drives in from the left wing, gets to the right side, spins back left, and is fouled as she misses the layup try. She's split 2 free throws in this ball game as a team. Todd County Central has gotten 2 of their 6 from the line. Taylor's got 5 of their points. The rest of the team have combined 1. First free throw good. And it's a lot what it looked like for them against Logan County, that disappointing loss, 52-28. Taylor, Kay, and Shimwell, their core, combined to score only 17 points of 4 of 38 shooting. They got most of their points at the free throw line as Taylor picks up 2 more there, and it's 42-8.
Right now, they're 1 for 18 shooting.
Wow. And Shimwell and Kay scoreless. Free throw line, Brown loses it, trying to take it back away from Ballard. A jump ball will be called, arrow to Todd County.
So for Franklin Simpson, 6 turnovers. I don't know if you count that as a turnover. I guess in my head I would count that as a turnover.
I know sometimes it goes both ways officially of how that works. I think you would.
Okay. Well,
because Lanaya lost it initially and then had the tie up.
Sure, true. So 7 turnovers. I think that's the one thing you want to really look for as Taylor makes that bucket.
Strove baseline. That's what they want her to do, drive off the dribble. That time made it look easy, and it's 42-10. 4 points in the quarter. Little wins. That's a high for the game as Butler misses a left side jumper, and it's rebounded by Jemiah Kay. Up ahead, Shimwell in transition. Right block. Gets the contested layup to go over Nolan. And just like that, they've doubled up their first half total. Left side, Downey to Butler. Up top, thought about a long shot. Instead to Nolan. Tees off for a right wing 3. That one misses off the right side of the rim. Downey fighting for the rebound with Ballard. Her pass tipped by Butler. Shimwell loses it on the near sideline and steps out of bounds trying to save it. Cawthorn and Savage will come back in a 42-12 game. As Nolan comes out, as does Smith. Chloe's got 8 points right now. Risha and Vanessa lead the way with 10.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they swing this ball back around and Jasmine just shoots another three.
Would like to see her just get a few more shots off in this one. Catches it left side, fires up from the corner, and swishes it home right on cue. Sometimes we know what we're talking about. Not all the time.
Not all the time.
But sometimes. I wouldn't even say half the time, but sometimes. Collins gets stuck on the left elbow, got away with a carry, trying to get it to Taylor, threw it away. Taylor wrapped around to the top. She thought she was going to stay in the corner, and it's out of bounds to Franklin Simpson. Second three of the night for Sav.
And another turnover for this Todd Central team. Only have taken 6 shots in the quarter.
Savage now has made multiple three-pointers in 9 games. She's done it in 4 of the last 5 games. Left side, thought she was going to take a mid-range shot. Instead goes to Cawthorn. They double her. Out to Sav, now to Brown. Right elbow juggled it. Into the corner, Downey. Fakes the three, now gives it to Larisha. Just inside the free throw line, had the jumper blocked. And it's rebounded by Kay coming the other way for Todd County Central. Kay to the right, block. Cawthorn wraps around, blocks it with the left hand from behind. It's collected back by Ballard, though, who is fouled, and her putback good. It wipes away what was a brilliant play by Cawthorn, who baited that one. Wrapped around behind Kay and swatted it out of her hand from behind with the left hand.
I mean, just an impressive look of athleticism right now as Franklin looking to finish the quarter.
With 6 seconds left in the frame, Cawthorn stuck at the top of the key, gives it out to Brown. 2 seconds, 1 second. Jump shot just inside the free throw line, misses off to the left side. And the Lady Cats will take their lead into the final quarter. Catherine Ballard got the and one. It's the most productive quarter by far that we've seen for Todd County Central tonight. As we head into the final frame, Lady Cats, though, with a 30-point edge going into the fourth quarter. That third quarter brought to you by Clark CPA and Advisory Group at 927 Brookhaven Road in Franklin. As a former athlete at FSHS, Tanner Clark knows a thing or two about basketball and a thing or two about money. Tax questions or issues that you need consultation for? Need bookkeeping or payroll done? Tanner and his team do it all. Call them at 270-586-9899. Back after this for the fourth quarter on 92.3 WFKN. Let's just do a 30 here. So does that say 14 or 15?
That says 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what we're going. I'm assuming she missed the free throw. I couldn't see it because they came up and blocked us.
You know what I missed? I missed the 3-point shooting contest they would do. Like you pay $1 to shoot a three.
Oh, yeah.
Or half court, whatever.
Back with you at Franklin Simpson High School as we get the fourth quarter underway. Franklin Simpson has the first possession, and in 6 seconds, Larisha Cawthorn tries a jumper from the left side. It misses. She's got 10 points, tied with Vanessa Ray for the team lead. As Todd County Central, they scored 6 points in the opening half, 8 in that third quarter. Still trail at 45-14. Kay wraps right side. She draws contact from Talia Spencer, and Jemiah Kay will head to the line, averaging 13 points per game, seeking her first point of this one. Alexis Taylor has 9 of the points for Todd County Central.
Yeah, Alexis Taylor, just majority of the offense and not really having anything going as a free throw is missed there. And I don't know if you're Todd Central. I mean, you try to look at the positives in this game, and you're like, what do you do, especially when you're going to see this team again here in a few weeks?
Franklin Simpson benefits from missed free throws as Talia Spencer gets it to Cawthorn on the block. Out to Savage, looked at Taylor. Instead goes over to Lanaya Brown. That's Mackenzie Taylor in for the first time for Franklin Simpson. Out to Cawthorn, back to Brown. Up top, Cawthorn. Larisha, one dribble to Mackenzie Taylor into the corner. Jasmine Savage, left corner, Trey. That one misses short. And Alexis Taylor gets the rebound for Todd County Central. Shinwell brings it up after the missed free throws from Kay. She has it now, gives it back to Shinwell on the left wing. 6:50 left in the ball game. Franklin Simpson with a 31-point edge.
They're getting it to Taylor out by the logo.
As Franklin Simpson is testing out a 2-3 zone here. Again, just trying different defenses to work on these over the course of the year. As Shinwell holds it on the right wing. Now it goes up top to Kay. Drives, bounces it to Shimwell, right wing, gets baseline, cut off by Mackenzie Taylor. Nowhere to go, wraps around, floats one up from 6 feet and bailed out by a foul. So now Jordan Shimwell will have a chance to get points. She's scoreless so far.
And like you said, Franklin just, especially in these extended leads that they have, just trying out different defenses, really working on them. And you never know what kind of look you're going to need to bring out later on when you're playing in more contested matchups.
Mackenzie Taylor, we've seen the sharp shooting acumen for her. Has earned some more minutes with that shooting. She's 4 for 11 from three-point range this season. Made a couple three-pointers in the district opener against Russellville, as, again, unable to cash in from the free throw line is Shimwell. Butler to Ray at the right elbow. Over to Taylor, left side, leaves it off for Chloe Smith in the corner. Back to Taylor, now up top, Ray. And they'll reset the offense with under 6 minutes left in the ball game.
I love how they've just really worked on swinging the ball around the perimeter.
Ray's pass hit hard by Shimwell, who comes up with a steal. Wants to work in transition. Left wing pulls it back behind the three-point line. Now drives, spins, elbow jumper, missed short. And Smith tries to chase it down for Franklin Simpson. Then wanted, I think, to throw it off the body of Ballard, but missed her. And it goes out of bounds to stay with Todd County Central underneath their basket. Ball comes into Alexis Taylor, now up top to Shimwell. Back to Alexis Taylor. Three-pointer on the way. It's missed short. And the rebound just goes out of bounds on the far side.
And I love to see, again, just different looks. Like we talked about, Mackenzie Taylor coming in the game. You said 4 for 11 on the season so far. And 2 of those 3 that happened in that game that we talked about was a big minute, a game that kind of gained her minutes on this team.
Smith tries a left elbow jumper. It's missed long. Franklin Simpson's working on some different stuff so far in this fourth quarter. Neither team has been able to strike, as it's then thrown away right back to Ray with 4:45 left in the ball game. Vanessa sends it far side. Smith puts it on the floor, drives into the corner. She's double teamed there. And Franklin Simpson's going to need to take a timeout. And Coach Taylor does, in fact, get one from the sideline with 4:30 left in the ball game. Franklin Simpson leading it by 30 here at home. Lady Cats looking to move to 3-0. Well, we'll move to 3-0 in district play. Todd County Central 1-2. It's tough, really, because for Todd County Central, as long as you take care of business against Russellville, which they'll be expected to. Their point guard from last year was injured the first game against Franklin. Simpson came back and was a star for them in that run to the region tournament championship game. Out of the timeout, Taylor has it on the left wing to Vanessa Ray, drives in, and I think they're going to get her for an offensive foul as she lowered the shoulder and bumped through Collins. It would have been the first bucket of the quarter for Franklin Simpson. Instead, it's wiped off, and we've gone halfway through this fourth quarter without any points.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, I guess trying different looks and maybe trying different sets right now for Franklin Simpson, and might be the lowest quarter they ever score, maybe in a Coach Taylor offense.
Shimwell wraps around, fakes the pass, gets inside, flips up a runner. It's missed long, and it's rebounded down low by Majayla Butler. One of the homecoming queen candidates tonight. Sav was the winner. Vanessa Ray was out there as well, as Smith gives it over to Mackenzie Taylor, now to Nessa in the corner. Up top, Majayla Butler fakes the three, puts it on the floor, gets inside, 12-foot jumper, rattles home.
And that was just a pure basketball move, faking the three-point shot, getting to the free throw line, and taking a quick jumper. I mean, that was just pitch perfect what you want.
47-14 is the Franklin Simpson lead. Left side Kay driving against Mackenzie Taylor, gets inside, misses her runner. Rebound is batted out, and Majayla Butler chases it down. Far side hit from behind and fouled with 3 minutes left in the ball game.
We've talked about it. Majayla Butler, one of those sneaky players that just gets a lot of rebounds that you wouldn't expect to get from.
Abby Riley checks in, as does Mila Rigsby. Smith comes out and Ray comes out. Not going to be any huge individual numbers from this game. Franklin Simpson's just handled business.
Defensively, I mean, they just were clocked in the entire game.
Taylor left side fires for three. That one swishes home. Mackenzie Taylor continues to take advantage of the minutes. She's 5 for 12 now from out there this year. Left side, Kay drives in, shovels it over to Shimwell. She and Kay, the second and third leading scorers for Todd County Central, scoreless.
Todd County just not moving at all.
No, 2 minutes left. It's just stuck on the perimeter right now. They're really just running up this clock. Shimwell now gets a screen from Taylor, steps behind it. Mackenzie Taylor defends. To Kay, down low. Alexis Taylor, beautiful find to Ballard. She just can't finish it underneath. Got caught in no man's land underneath the basket. Right side, Mackenzie Taylor. Gives it to Rigsby. Now to Abby Riley, left side. Trying to shovel it down low to Spencer. Gets away from her to Rigsby. Mackenzie Taylor again from the corner. That one misses long. But Talia Spencer, an offensive rebound. Fires it out to Abby Riley. Fakes a long two. Steps into a 14-footer. Missed it short. And it's rebounded by Chloe Collins. I do love the ball movement from the bench unit for Franklin Simpson.
They do. They're always looking to find the open shot. And, I mean, again, it's just these girls have just bought into a system instilled by Coach Taylor.
Shimwell holds it on the left wing now, pulls it back out with 1:10 left. Alexis Taylor gets inside against Butler. Well defended, and she missed the layup long. Here comes Abby Riley. Across half court, gives it over to Mackenzie Taylor on the left wing, and they're going to get a substitution timeout with 58 seconds left in this one. Madeline Dean comes in, Rebecca Luttrell, and Carmen Phillips for Franklin Simpson, and Todd County Central will empty their bench as well.
A defensive masterclass for Franklin Simpson.
Left side, Dean is left all alone for three. Missed it off the front side of the rim. Rebound contested for Luttrell, saves it behind the back to Riley. Drives it and scores with the right hand. Are you kidding me?
Hustle, right? I mean, just again, we talked about it, a system, a team of girls that have just bought in to just playing winning basketball.
9 points now on the season for Riley. Ties the career high she had against Russellville with 2, and now forces the jump ball down there as the clock continues to run out. Under 20 seconds left. Arrow will keep it with Todd County Central, and Coach Taylor clapping on her girls, telling them to lock in on defense. She knows this total. She knows what this number means. 12.9 seconds left. They freeze it on the clock. Comes in on the right wing, Ballard. Drives in, spins around. Riley tips it away. It's knocked away and stolen. Phillips up with it to Abby Riley. In transition, Rigsby on the right side. Layup misses long. Riley gets it back at the horn. Missed it. But Franklin Simpson shuts out Todd County Central in the fourth quarter. Only 7 points of their own. Didn't need anything more. 52-14. The Lady Cats take it over Todd County Central to move to 17-2 on the season, 3-0 in district play. The Lady Rebels fall to 12-9. They are 1-2 in the 13th district on the season. Head coach Ashley Taylor, for her part, now 34-2 against this district overall. The only regular season loss she's ever had in the district came to this Todd County Central team in overtime in 2021. She's now won 24 straight in the regular season against District 13 teams. Again, your final score 52-14. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get you all the final stats from this one and put a bow on a happy night, a great homecoming night from Franklin Simpson High School, where the Lady Cats and Wildcats winners in District 13 play. You're listening to Lady Cat Basketball on 92.3 WFKN.
For a place to connect, grow, and worship, discover Franklin First United Methodist Church in downtown Franklin. Join us every Sunday for 2 uplifting services. Experience our traditional service at 9 a.m., where hymns and heartfelt messages bring our community together. Or come to our contemporary worship service at 11 a.m., where you'll find a lively atmosphere filled with modern music and inspiration. No matter where you are on your faith journey, there's a place for you here. Join us this Sunday at Franklin First United Methodist Church. We can't wait to welcome you home.
What makes us special is that we look for the story when it comes to our customers.
Just listening to them, talking to them, figuring out a little bit about their background. A larger bank is not going to ask you those questions to figure out the end goal for you.
We stuck with Franklin Bank and Trust for over 10 years, easily because of the service.
I like to think of us more than just checking accounts and loans and things, but dreams and goals and aspirations is what we're trying to help people reach.
Franklin Bank and Trust, hometown banking at its best.
I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot. Yeah, coming in hot. Just like the fajita. I write what I live. My life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Smith, what was that call about last Friday night?
Well, Doc, I thought he crossed the line.
I'm pretty sure everyone in the stands thought you were the one that crossed the line with that call.
I guess I get that all the time, Doc.
Well, I'm glad you finally came in here to get your eyes checked at Wilkins Eyecare.
And like I said, I hear that all the time.
Go, Cats!
Wilkins Eyecare, 705 North Main Street, Franklin, Kentucky.